time to start. It's time to race. Let's have some fun, good laughs and tears. Hoxton GT is the place to be. Crazy and bonkers, the man with no fear. The greatest YouTube Muppet on your screen. Racing at fast pace, racing hard but clean. Trustful, respectful of what you've come to see. Come like and subscribe, be a part of the team. Racing in the dead of night. No rules to bind me, no speed to fight. Racing Hoxton GT on blackened streets. Live fast, love hard in the punk rock heat. Like and subscribe, be a part of the team. Like and subscribe, be a part of the team. The time is near to race with no fear. Have fun, laugh, tears. Hoxton GT, man with no fear. Crazy and bonkers, he's totally insane. Greatest YouTube Muppet on your screen. Racing at fast pace, racing hard but clean. Racing hard but clean. Come like and subscribe, be a part of the team. Racing in the dead of night. No rules to bind me, no speed to fight. Racing Hoxton GT on blackened streets. Live fast, love hard in the punk rock heat. Like and subscribe, be a part of the team. Fast, love hard in the punk rock heat. Fast pace, racing hard but clean. Come like and subscribe, be a part of the team.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome along. Thank you all for joining me as we are just about to start watching the GT World Finals or World Series, what you want to call it. But I hope everyone is all well. Anything like that. So let's get straight into it. But for people who don't know, who haven't really done it before, you got to go over to the viewers campaign here, which is literally got 1 minute to count down there, 1 minute to go, literally right now. You're going to click into it, and you click into watch program. It loads up, and then you've got two there for you. But no, I can't do nothing at the moment because the watch availables are not ready yet. So we just got to wait for the first one to start, which is the Manufacturers Cup. So, but everyone in here, Jacqueline, Absurd, Chacarito, White Tiger, Scoot McNewt, Porsche GT, and Goose 87. How are you guys? Thank you so much, and everyone in the background as well. I hope everyone's okay. I say sorry, I feel a bit crappy at the moment because woke up with a really bunged up nose and everything. So I do apologise for the sniffing. You know, all that. Corey, mate, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're well. Dutchy, you legend, and Douche. How are you, buddy? Right, here we go. All starting. Get it on to... And there we go. Off we go, guys. Oh, damn it. Oh, I better get my controller out a bit better. There we go. Back over there. Morning, Hines. You alright, buddy? Thank you for joining. There, all the guys. And that's like White Tiger said. If I do commentate, it's going to go horribly wrong because I can't pronounce the names.
Oh. Hello.
Thank you so much for subscribing there. SFO ROMW.
points.
Thank you so much for subscribing, mate. Welcome along.
10 out of our 12 drivers are here from Japan.
Hey, keep your buddy.
First of all, it means no jet lag, but second of all, they're looking for that home turf.
Hey, son, you alright?
Are they going to get it?
On your mum's phone.
Round 3 kicks off.
Yeah, any Tiger. Yeah, I mean, hey, RTR are really good. I mean, they've really improved since last year, haven't they?
To the beautiful Milano's Art Theatre here in glorious Tokyo with some incredible Gran Turismo fans. Hello, everybody. We are super excited to be here in Tokyo. We do love it. But I'm not alone as always. Let's say hello to Tom and Jimmy. Hello, guys.
Hi Jules, yeah, it's amazing to be here. What a city. Grace back in Tokyo, what, for the first time since 2019?
Well, still people wearing masks.
We were here for the last time, so amazed to be back. And what a place, the home of Gran Turismo. I can't think of anywhere better to host this event here today.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really exciting. Manufacturers' Cup action to come, Nations Cup to come a little bit later on as well. The season so far, JB, has been brilliant.
Yeah, it's been amazing. More action to come as well. But it's not just us three today. We're in Japan, of course, so we have a special guest, Jules.
We absolutely do. I mean, our family is pretty big and it's pretty amazing.
Cranky! Love to you all. Have a wonderful weekend, lad. You too, Cranky, mate. You have a lovely weekend. Legend. Oh my God! Who's he?
Welcome to Tokyo. Welcome to Tokyo, guys.
Yes.
How do you feel in Tokyo?
Oh, we love Tokyo. A little bit too much, maybe.
Oh, yeah?
How you doing, Mario, mate? Yeah, we're good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, you know, 東京が好きすぎてちょっと長めに東京にいると決めてくれて観光してくれるようです。東京大好きだって。
Yeah! What the hell is he on about?
Great.
We're so excited to have you. Thank you for coming and joining us for today. Are you excited too?
Yes, I am. I'm excited for the best races.
Oh, now he's speaking English.
So, I just want to know, how many languages do you actually speak, Sasha?
German, Japanese, English.
Well, we're still struggling with English.
Yeah.
So.
Let me help you in English.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
We speak 3 languages, but it's all English.
Top man, Mario.
Well, okay. Now, you might be up to speed. Maybe you're not. Maybe you need a little bit more information just to know what's going on. So we pulled together a little competition format.
All right, buddy.
Manufacturers' Cup features 12 teams of
Just don't wake up, Mum.
drivers. These teams were selected from the 2024 online series ranking. Each team
Oh, wait a minute.
consists of one driver from each of these 3 global regions.
Might have to turn down the TV,
Americas,
White Tiger.
EMEA, and Asia Oceania.
No, it's
One
my
driver per
boy.
team will
It's my
race
boy,
in
White
each round.
Tiger.
Then all 3 will compete
Not
together
Mrs.
at the
Matt.
finals at the end of the year. In the qualifying time trial, each driver will set a time over 1 attack lap. The results determine the grid position for the grand final race. In this grand final, 1 driver per team will race for World Series points. So, what's at stake? Well, only the top 6
Life and
teams
death.
score points. That, when combined with the points from round 1 in Montreal and round 2 in Prague, will give us the current series ranking.
Mini Matt.
Only 1 team will be crowned the round 3 winner of the Manufacturers' Cup.
Well, there you go. Now, everybody should be up to speed, right? Everyone's ready and understand. Are you ready?
Yeah, 皆さん準備は大丈夫ですか？どうですか？盛り上がる準備は。
Yes.
They are.
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
Do they like free stuff?
Hi,
無料
buddy.
でもらえるものは好きですか？
That's everyone, right? Right?
Everyone likes it.
Yes, of course. So, for everyone watching at home, you are going to get so much free stuff. We had to create a video so you could understand just
Yeah.
how much there is.
何がもらえるんでしょう？
What's up, buddy?
Don't forget that you can get involved with the World Series inside Gran Turismo 7 with the bonus campaign. Just click on the winners campaign banner on the GT7 world map, and that's going to give you the chance to win 1 million credits for each of the Nations Cup.
Oh, guys,
and the
who have you
Manufacturers'
picked?
Cup too.
Who have you
Just
picked?
think of all of the free stuff you could buy with that. Don't forget you can enter and vote right up until the start of each grand final. Watch the World Series broadcast through your GT7 game, and you'll unlock some special in-game rewards through the Viewers campaign. Watch the Manufacturers' Cup in-game, and you'll receive the legendary Mazda
Simon, I know, but
787
what can we do? It's in Japan, isn't
If
it?
you want to see
But how you doing, buddy?
compare
Welcome
to
along.
our superstar competitors, head over to a new Timeout
Bullet is my son on my missus's
the
phone.
Nations Cup Grand Final here in Tokyo. The competition duration and car category is on screen.
Yeah, I would
now
say that
and will
as
take
well,
place at
Tiger.
Grand Valley Highway 1.
There's no really standing now, is there?
Gran Turismo World Series themed race events will be available in daily races of sport mode. Similar to the Manufacturers' Cup here in Tokyo, featuring GR3 cars racing on Mount Panorama. Tune in and claim your rewards.
Jackson, you don't have to put that down.
I'll tell you what, JB, one day we'll be able to get involved in some of this campaign stuff that we've got going on, but I always forget to set my PlayStation up before we head
game plan
across the world.
Yeah, but the upside is
I haven't picked Gallo this time though. I've picked Killian.
For you guys at home. Don't say we're not generous.
Hey, we try. We do try. Anyway, let's talk about the Manufacturers' Cup coming into this one then. The points rankings after 2 rounds so far in 2024. Porsche lead at the top of the pile. You can see it's a consistency that's got there because they've not actually
Stephen till 9. Well, I can't remember last time I did that.
They took in Montreal, Jimmy, despite only scoring 1 point in Prague.
Porsche got the lead.
Yeah, of course, Ferrari there in P3 as well, courtesy of Mohamed Badima's amazing drive at the Red Bull Ring last time out.
Where's Mercedes? Ooh, Mercedes. I've picked Mercedes.
Pretty much there in the
I've picked Mercedes.
So, here are our drivers. You see a very heavily represented Japanese lineup here, Tom. I mean, who do you reckon is the most popular out there?
Well, that's the problem. It's hard to work it out because the crowd are absolutely loving it, and courtesy of the fact that we've got 10 Japanese drivers out of 12 on the grid for this Manufacturers' Cup race, it's going to be hugely exciting. The two out.
Now, just watch it on your, just watch it on the phone, Jackson.
And Lucas Vanelli for Mercedes AMG, but you've got to say that the likes of Cockburn, Yamanaka, Miyazono, they are the drivers that you'll be keeping an eye on. But we've got
gameplay is my son.
in the field.
He's on
Shima, he's with
my Mr. Phone
this weekend. We've got Sasaki in at Genesis, so it's all to play for.
You picked the Subaru guy.
So much talent in this.
Oh god, here we go. Don't start buffering. We playing that.
Now,
there we go.
Because they take on one of the most challenging circuits in Gran Turismo, Mount Panorama, otherwise known as Bathurst. One of my favourite tracks.
I knew it was Bathurst.
Until I make the inevitable mistake over the top of the mountain and find myself in
I knew it was Bathurst.
A track very much split into 2 halves. You've got half of the traditional racetrack and half is a street circuit.
Yeah, it sort of punishes mistakes, doesn't it, really? Especially as you come up through into sort of...
Mercedes might still do well, actually, then.
Very much won a time through there. And as you come down through that squiggle...
But I think the BMW might win it.
18, you can see just how tight it is.
Oh, 5 to the front.
Very much won a time, and you've got no opportunity to make errors. And you can see here as well, the Fanatec DD Extreme making its debut in the GT World Series. Hugely excited to have this here. All the competitors looking forward to using this one for the very first time in the Gran Turismo World Series. So we're not far away from going racing. Let's head back down to Jules and Sasha to kick this one off.
All right.
Wow. Well, now we know everything that you should be doing in theory.
Yes, exactly. さあ皆さん、
One second, guys.
準備は整ってますかね。予選の感じは分かりましたか。さあこのねステージの方盛り上がっております。客席も盛り上がってます。盛り上がってますか。盛り上がってます。イエーイ。行きましょう。Alright、予選スタートです。
So, qualifying time trial then about to get underway here at the Tokyo Gran Turismo World Series. So, Sato then out on track in the Audi R8 as we come over the straight, up the rise, through into the right-hander. And you can see, well, it's a very, very tricky circuit at the best of times. And you can see a 10-minute qualifying session, but 1 flying lap for the drivers to contend with.
Yes, definitely. It seems we've got Sato out first in that Audi R8 going through the cutting for the first time. Now you get an impression of just how difficult this circuit is. You're really running the car to the wall at every possible circumstance.
Right, so you got your money on, guys.
Touching there as we go through the mountain section, one of the most exciting pieces of racetrack.
Poor old MR cars getting back.
Almost into the wall on the right-hand side. Now coming up to Skyline, flat out over the top, and then
how
late do you brake going downhill? Gravity now is working.
Same here, Scoot. Same here, buddy.
Slow down, avoid the rear end coming round on you,
Champions.
and then try and be neat and tidy. Sato then so far, not very neat, it has to be said, over the top.
Yeah, coming down through in towards the next section, down the Conrod Straight. This is named so as because essentially in the old days, if you were pushing the car to the limit, you would be blowing a Conrod. You can
Who's
see
in the
crowd
Mercedes?
on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, just watching on briefly as we see
Bonelli.
the focused face of Sato then coming down in towards the chase, the right-hander.
I think I've done.
Circuit this, whichever way you look at it. In towards
I've done 2.
the chicane.
Killian and Mercedes and defeat Toyota.
It's been a nice and tidy lap for him here so far, and we'll see what the time on the door is going to be, because it's also the benchmark for everybody else, the carrot that will be dangled for them to have to chase. Over the timeline we go then, for
fast forward
the Audi. They've not had a particularly brilliant season so far, and they started off with a 2-minute
flat
.176.
That's not a bad time. I saw some of the drivers practicing earlier on. A couple managed to dip in below the 2-minute barrier, but not many. So 2 minutes, 0.1, not bad. Can go any faster though in the Corvette now coming down.
Right, oh, for God's sake! It say it's live. Where I was. Watch live timing. Okay. No, I don't want to do that.
2 minutes, 0.1, not bad.
Right, there you go. I've got to do nothing else, guys.
The Corvette now coming down towards Murray's. His time looking okay, you say. This is a very tricky corner to get right. Very easy to miss this corner and go off.
It's going to be different seconds from everyone else. I do apologise. I literally can't do nothing about it.
Didn't see there from Goto. 202.7. He'll be very, very disappointed with that.
Yeah, making his debut in the GT World Series is Goto. Now you can see here Miyazono. The Achilles heel of this Subaru this season has been in a straight line. And you can see him coming down the straight in towards the left-hander of Murray's.
Yep, so car looking good so far, but of course it is quick over the mountain. The time looks okay so
far. To new subscribers, thank you for subscribing, guys.
What sort of times are going to be for Miyazono? Dips into the 1:59
wow,
range.
blimey now.
And not even by a little bit. 1:59.6 from Takuma Miyazono. What a time from here. Now here's a name we haven't seen for a while. Tomoyuki Yamanaka. Amazing driver. We've seen him a lot over the course of the Gran Turismo live events. Here this time, of course, repping Toyota, sorry. I swear I can tell these cars apart.
Goose, who's brave or stupid?
Nice and neat and tidy. Bit quicker than the Subaru in a straight line there, so should get to the line quicker, but no, it doesn't. A 1:59.6, and again, you can see a shake of the heads from Yamanaka there, so maybe not quite happy with that one.
Yeah, left a little bit on the table, didn't he, Yamanaka? So he'll be hoping for a little bit more. Now, what about Lucas Benelli? He's winding himself up here.
No worries, Stephen, mate. Good morning, buddy.
And, one of two
Mr. Sauce, good morning to you. Hope you're well.
This weekend, along with Adriano Carrazza, who's in the Nations Cup. We'll see how he is going to fare later on here tonight. Out of the final corner of Murray's we go with Lucas Benelli, ready to start his one and only flying lap then in this session. Down in towards the first corner.
Touche, yeah, White Tiger, yeah. It's all different when it's them lot, isn't it?
Tidy for Benelli. That Mercedes was quick a few years ago in the Gran Turismo.
Yeah, very good. Sauce, like I say, just chilling, enjoying the best of the best race this track. Putting everyone else to shame.
Just a tenth of a second or so compared to Miyazono in the first sector.
Yeah, this guy's been rapid for years in this car, and
this is the car I picked.
Drivers chop and change over the years, trying out different manufacturers, trying to find the cars they gel with best. But Benelli forever has just been an AMG driver, so he knows this car probably better than anyone. So let's see how he can make a dance over the top of the mountain. For me, it's always just fantastic seeing how close these guys can get in there.
RTR spanked us. They're really good.
From Benelli, I think. Trying as a mirror.
Yeah, but it was enjoyable.
That's what the car goes like. We go on board. Great pictures here as you just throw the cars at the wall. Down here, you just wonder if you're going to stop really all the way down. You can get a bit of correction from Benelli as the rear goes right in that last.
Can anyone else do that? Because I can't.
Right hand and now into Forest elbow, big on the brakes here, hug the inside and drive towards the wall on the exit. Never feels good to do that, but it's the fastest way around. Not bad over the top there from Benelli.
Yeah, Benelli looking quite tidy so
that's good though. As long as you guys enjoyed the racing, that's the main thing.
But let's see what the sector time is going to be here for the Brazilian driver. This will be the proof in the pudding. 1:31.1.
Oh yes, dude, makes it look like butter, smooth as butter.
A second is the gap he's got to make up if he wants to get it on to
Leon.
position. Coming through into the chicane we go. Looks okay through there for the time being as he heads it down towards into Murray's corner. On the brakes we go. Through into that left-hander. 0.3 of a second, a bit of a tall order to make up, especially in the stages of this lap, because there's not many opportunities to do so. What's it going to be? Lucas Benelli, 0.3 of a second behind, and he goes into third quickest then. Now, Sasaki in the Genesis. Genesis, of course, podium finish.
Depending how long the races are between manufacturers and nations, I might do a quick race
brilliant season so far, it has to be said.
If not, if you go straight into nations, go straight to nations.
Standings, they're down in 7th place in the standings, but what is Sasaki going to be able to do as he comes out of the final corner across the timing line? 59.6 to beat. It's a 2-minute flat, so that puts
even the Genesis is struggling
to provisional 4th place, but there's still a fair few drivers left to run. What about Ryota Kokkonen? He could possibly be set to try and upset things here for these drivers.
Yeah.
Looking at the sector times, it's not been anything particularly to write home about here in this 4th sector so far, JB.
No, not at the moment. We've seen Kokkonen a lot. He's been a Mazda rep for a very long time, and again, similar to Benelli, if anyone knows how to drive the car fast, it will be him for Team Mazda. Across the line, though, it's not a bad effort. Oh, nearly, very nearly taking pole position away there.
Hello. That's interesting.
We're not quite P2 there.
Here comes BMW.
Mazda.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Mario, honestly.
In the BMW M6, a little bit longer in the tooth, this car, but still very fast around Mount Panorama. And sector times, not some decent sectors in there, but maybe not quite as quick as the top two. We know anything under 2 minutes is fast around here. So far, 4 drivers are there. Just shows you the strength.
Oh, can Suzuki do it?
So far, comes to the start-finish line. It's not going to quite
go
2 minutes, but it's good enough 5th place. 2 minutes flat there from Suzuki.
Yeah, not a bad lap time there for Suzuki. I think you'll be pretty pleased with that, all things considered. As you say, that BMW a little bit long in the tooth.
Got to think though, we got an update coming as well. So these might be the new update, the new
2024
VIP update.
Into start his flying lap then. So through in towards Murray's corner comes the Japanese driver, and across
Lexus is good. Yeah, that's very true. Lexus is good.
Proper indication of where these drivers are at relative to the rest of the field. You sort of have to get through the second sector, because that's where all the time gets won or lost as you go through over the mountain. You can see though a bit wide there for Navatani. That's going to cost him time, and he'll be carrying that all the way down this mountain straight.
He's waving down the straight there. I'm not sure he's waving to the fans or not, but maybe a bit of a showboat going on there. I mean, he's up.
NSX might not do that bad as well.
As you say, Tom, this is where it gets a little bit more serious. But easy just to make mistakes going onto the straights. If you make a mistake around here, the straights are so long that you just lose that time all the way down. So it's a track that really punishes you.
It's a mid-engine car though, so it should be a little bit more agile, but the problem with that is you get the pendulum effect. If you do get it a little bit wide, the back end will come round quicker than you can think.
The last thing you want to do is have the car go light.
Very true, very true.
No room to correct it, but we're on board now with Navatani.
Doesn't feel right.
Interesting POV shot of what it's like to hustle an NSX Group 3 car over the top of Mount Panorama. Oh my, it's so close to the wall there. It looks pretty calm and collected though. Let's see how his sector is compared to Miyazono.
Morning, Mikey.
Comes to sector 2. Only 8 thousandths behind, so a quick time so far. This could be challenging for pole position. See Miyazono there,
makes the mid MR car look like nothing down the zipper.
Mightily committed lap so far from Navatani then, as he comes out of the left-hander, then down at the Combros straight. It's all about just keeping
kilometers. I don't know how fast he's going.
Towards the next corner of the chase. Over the crest of the hill we go. Navatani's lap time so far has looked pretty handy here, but what is the Honda NSX's time going to be like in the straight line? He drops a little bit, 900ths of a second. Now just under a 10th of a second behind Miyazono's quickest time, who sits on provisional pole. Through the chicane we go. Looks okay so far here for Navatani. Just 1 corner remaining. If it's not going to be pole position, he could possibly upset Kokkoman's front row in the Mazda. Down in towards Murray's we go. Hard on the brakes, through into the left-hander. A little bit wide on the entry, a touch wide on the exit maybe, but nice and clean and tidy as Navatani comes to the timing line, and he goes third.
Oh
quickest.
my word. I can't believe that. 59.6, and the third person did 59.6 and goes third. I mean, I'd be gutted if I was in, but a really impressive time there.
Hashima.
It's a new name for us here in the live events here at Gran Turismo. It's good to see him dealing well with the
yeah, it's good there, buddy. Like, still a bit way to go.
Of course, Ferrari at the in Prague at the Red Bull Ring. How are they going to fare here at Mount Panorama?
Got 1 month to go. Well, just under a month to go before I have to brace off.
For Hashima in the Ferrari 458 there. How the tables have turned after 6 weeks or so when we were last out in Prague. Now Lexus, manufacturers champions of 2018. This man here, Kanata Kawakami, part of the lineup way back then 6 years ago. He's back in the car for 2024, and are Lexus going to be able to ruffle the feathers of the likes of Subaru, Mazda, Honda and Toyota at the sharp end?
No, they don't.
Out of the
Absurd.
final corner and to the timeline. It's going to be pretty good here for him, and it's pole
Oh!
position. Fantastic from Kanata
White Tiger
Kawakami.
with the prediction
A
there.
tenth of a second to the better of Miyazono, and there's only 1 driver left
Porsche.
to run. It's the Brazilian Artemoso.
Yeah.
Porsche, of course, the current championship leaders.
That's huge for Team Lexus. Lexus there, of course, second place in the Manufacturers' Cup standings.
Can the Porsche do anything, though?
Having that starting up further on the grid is very important round here at Mount Panorama 2. So that's a massive lap there for Kawakami. Can Mosso respond for Porsche? So our last car coming across the start-finish line, it's not looking quick, Tom. No. Comes to the line. It is a 2-minute .1. Puts him down second to last. So, big news. Lexus are P2 currently in the standings, are pole position with our current championship leaders, Porsche, down at the bottom of the pack.
Top tip, people, listen to White Tiger a bit more often.
Very big uphill task. I saw Mosso looking a little bit on the edge as he went through the final chicane. And it just looked like he was pushing a bit too hard. Clearly made a mistake at some point over the course of that lap, because 2 seconds, especially in this championship, is an absolute fortnight, and the Brazilian driver has got it all to do. But Kanata Kawakami then, what a superb drive.
Yeah, that's
so
okay.
From the Lexus man.
People at the back are going to struggle. I will admit that.
And they sit now on pole position ahead of the grand final race along the way.
Not saying you don't, White Tiger, but you have a good shout with Lexus.
He's not going to blast the hole in the air in front of everybody as he heads
But you
down
know it's going to be chaotic at start.
And that might be useful for him, really, as we say that historically anywhere the Subaru has not been strong from the straight. So having a draft down the
What's your trophy doing there?
towards the mountain itself is definitely advantageous.
So, confirmation then of the results from qualifying for round 3 of the Gran Turismo World Series. It's Kanata Kawakami and Lexus on the front row. Takuma Miyazono makes it an all-Japanese driver and manufacturer front row as well. Then you've got Kokubun and Mazda on row 2 with Nabatani joining him. Then it's Yamanaka, Benelli, Suzuki, Sasaki, Sato, Hashima, Mosso down there in 11th place. The current championship leaders for Team Porsche. And then Gotto down in 12th position. A lot of work for some drivers to do, but plenty of opportunity for things. That's
very true, Tiger. And it will be all down to the downhill section what will happen. Where the overtaking will happen.
Circuit this for a race. 22 laps around Mount Panorama. I mean, with this talent and this look how insane.
I mean, look at the Corvette is
6
nowhere.
Just shows you how close
202.
Certainly does. Well, let's go down then to Sasha. He is catching up with Kanata Kawakami, the driver that starts on pole position.
I don't think it's Japanese bot bad dog.
The pole position here. Pole position, Kawakami 選手、おめでとうございます。
Yeah.
いやすごかった。It was 1/10 faster than the other rivals. さあ、コンマ1秒以上の差でポール。どんな気持ちですか？
出てたんですけど、それをまとめきれるかがちょっと心配で、ただまあイゴールがね、下り坂はブレーキを丁寧にってアドバイスをいただいたので、それも踏まえていいタイムが出たのかなと思います。
Wow, he was fast in the training session, so he had confidence. But Igor also told me that at the downhill, just
wheels, you believe.
A little bit white with, not so strong with the.
Yeah, nice. Translate to us. You don't really want me to translate.
Next comes the race. How confident Lexus won the first round. So what is his tactics or what is his expectations for the race? さあ、初戦イゴール選手が勝ってますレクサス。このレースに向けてはどうでしょう？
ここで点を取れば最後のワールドファイナル非常にいい結果でつなげることができるので、ここはもう優勝を確実に取りに行きたいと思います。
If we win this,
he's technically a translator, but he does it so quickly.
So it will be a big points if we win this race. So I'll do a best to win.
And then he goes straight into translation to Japanese.
タイヤがかなり厳しい車ではあるので、そこのタイヤマネジメントを意識して、あと山区間は速いので、そこでなるべく差をつけて、位置をキープして走れるようにやっていきたいと思います。
The tires are, as you know, tough for this Lexus car, but we are fast at the mountain section, so I gotta do the best to win the race in the mountain sections. さあ、ということで頑張ってください。Good luck, and back to you.
Probably in the next 5 minutes. Stephen.
Thank you very much, Sasha. Thanks to Kanata Kawakami. Looking forward to seeing what Lexus are going to be able to do, of course.
Yeah, they had no idea what was going on.
In Montreal, I mean, that's history. This is now, and we're really excited to see what's going to happen. But as we know in the GT World Series,
interesting. He seemed confident, but not confident enough. Anyway,
oh, it is in Amsterdam. Dutchy, you got to go to that.
And the structure of our series. Here it is in front of you now. We have 3 events, of course, Montreal, Prague, and Tokyo, where we are now, all leading to the grand final. 12 teams in total, a different driver every round, and the cumulative points, of course, will run into the world finals, where we get to decide our champion.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Anyway, let's have a look then, shall we, at what happened in Prague. A a few weeks ago. So this was the Manufacturers' Cup race. Bedima and Hengse, Ferrari and Porsche on the front of the grid. You can see wet conditions, and it went well for them in the opening stage. They pulled out a gap. It didn't go so well though for Killian Drummond. He got turned round by Thomas Laboutelet at turn 4.
Yes, and Coca Lopez, of course, exploring every part of the circuit, as every good racing driver does. But it was a
oh god, this brings back memories, doesn't it, Tiger? In vans.
Tires early, getting a big gap. Unfortunately, we got into the closing stages. This was the undoing of Mercedes and Fenton there, getting absolutely launched off the circuit, and probably the biggest spin I've seen for a while.
Absolutely, this is the final corner then. Hengse on dry tyres, Bedima on intermediate tyres, and a very rapidly drying circuit meant that Bedima
I just read your
was able
message.
to hold on by placing his car in exactly the right position. He came across the line to take his and Ferrari's first victory in a very long time.
Yeah, he's probably saying, who's Oasis? No one knows about them, they're rubbish.
There for Hengse. Laboutelet claiming the podium in 3rd position as well. So a hugely exciting event, and
yeah, I messed up massively. I kept last corner, I did a massive tank slap and saved it, and then I think the next lap I spun it.
On the podium in round 1 and round 2 have a 2-point lead over Lexus.
They do, but they are starting second to last in this race coming up. So really, the big players in this Porsche, Lexus, and Ferrari. Lexus are looking the best at the moment there in P2, but it's not just the top 3. Honda, BMW, and Mazda very close behind as well.
Morning, Rapid.
6 points up for offer today.
Welcome along.
Look very different come at the end of the race.
Absolutely, you can see their reigning champions, rather former champions, I should say, Subaru down without any points so far on the board. Don't forget, of course, it isn't just the Manufacturers' Cup, though.
Oasis is a drink, yeah.
Nations Cup comes along the way about an hour or so after we have concluded.
Yes, Rapid, this is live.
So we're very much looking forward to that. And speaking of the Manufacturers' Cup, let's get ready then, shall we, and meet the 12 drivers who will be going on to the stage to do battle here tonight for round 3 of the Gran Turismo World Series.
Out there.
Audi aiming for their first points of 2024 here tonight.
ポイントを獲得する選手たちを期待しましょう。
And taking to the helm, it'll be from Japan, Shoto Sato.
日本から
Bit of challenging start to the season also for Chevrolet. They likewise will be aiming for their first
they're going to be nowhere.
of 2024 here tonight.
今夜2024年の初のポイントを狙う
And driving for that team, the Japanese driver Yusuke Goto.
Why is he not wearing red gloves like the others?
Subaru aiming to bounce back from their difficulties in round 2 here tonight.
さあスバルはここでまた復活を狙います
And taking to the helm, it is the 3-time former
He'll be
champion,
one to watch.
Takuma Miyazono. Next up, Team Toyota, former champions. They've scored just 1 point so far in 2024.
2004年はまだ1点しか取っていない元チャンピオン
And hoping to change that tonight is 10-time event winner Tomoaki Yamanaka. Mercedes AMG haven't scored points since round 1 in Montreal.
第1戦のモントリオール以来ポイントを取っていない AMG
But the multiple event
Probably
winner,
they use their own
Lucas Vinelli,
gloves.
will be looking to try and change
Oh, he's
that
got
here
black.
tonight. Next up, former podium finishers Genesis. They were on the rostrum at the World Finals in 2023.
2023年のワールドファイナルにも、入りました表彰台にも上った
And we'll keep an eye out and see what their new driver Yuito Sasaki can do in his debut event. Mazda are tied on points with
What would be
BMW
my
going into
introduction
round
pose?
3 of the GT World Series.
第3戦で BMW とポイントタイになっているマツダ
I
But
don't
if there's one man that can change that, it's the 7-time Gran Turismo World Series winner, Ryota Kokubun.
all the image cars at the back. Yeah, it's no surprise. But you can say that Corvette's not MR, and that's at the back.
BMW finished
Porsche
third
would be,
last time out
because it's
in the
not
Gran
quick
Turismo
enough.
World Series back in Prague.
前回のプラハでは第3位に入りました BMW。
But the NSX is so stable. Down the dipper, very stable. So the DX socket. Yeah, true.
Honda finished on the podium.
Honda is basically the new McLaren. Honestly, at the moment, the McLaren's nowhere. The Honda though is very stable, and it's still got a bit of pace. He could be a good threat.
Ferrari took an emphatic victory over round 2 of the GT World
Nah,
Series.
Ferrari would be nowhere.
第2戦のプラハではですね、見事な勝利を収めたフェラーリ。
And this time out, they've got Yun Hashima, who will be taking to the field as they aim to make it 2 wins from 2 races. Lexus won the opening round of the GT World Series back in Montreal.
第1戦のモントリオールで見事勝利をしましたレクサス。
Oh, normally it's Consta who does McLaren.
It's Kanata Kawakami.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting race considering what we know it's very hard to overtake up the mountain.
And also the championship lead coming into the penultimate round of the season.
Let's see how great what God he's got. What the hell has he got in his head?
The Brazilian Artemoso's
He really wanted to stand out.
And he will spearhead their challenge here tonight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of our host nation.
It's because it's in Japan, so it, 3 drivers for each team. So in America there was all the South American region, and then you got the Europe region, and now you got the Japanese region. I did, yeah, Corey, I did, yeah. I did. I just noticed. I was like, what the hell is he wearing? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, you can't see him. Lobster How? Who was he representing? I feel like I need to stand up. So weird though that there's 2 Brazilians and the rest of them are Japanese. That I don't get. Is it the thing what Tishy was talking about in his last stream about the whole cheating? But there's no rules though, so he's actually bending the rules. So the 2 guys from
Japan plays out for our host nation here. Round 3
from
of the
Brazil
Gran
went over
Turismo
to the
Series in Tokyo,
Japanese region
away
qualify.
Getting action underway in the Manufacturers Cup. Very much looking forward to this one, Jimmy, especially at the Mount Panorama circuit.
Oh, I tried to
because
turn it off.
Qualifying, it does not punish mistakes.
Yeah, there is a potential for a nice amount of chaos here. Obviously, we don't wish that on our competitors, but this circuit, as we said earlier on in qualifying, one tiny
I tried to delay the ads.
in that wall, you're bouncing across the circuit. So, I mean, these guys are the best of the best, but not everyone's perfect.
No, absolutely not. Least of all myself. 22 laps.
A Japanese with a Brazilian. I bet you have, you goose.
Let's have a closer look at the details going into this one. So you can see racing hard, medium and soft tyres available for them. They must be used at least once. Tyre wear rate there's at times 4, so they're going to be pretty worn out because it's a very busy middle sector of this lap.
Yeah, basically it isn't anything that isn't the soft tyre is going to be slow over the top of the mountain there, but of course it's not all about that. It's about pitting at the right time and making use of each tyre at each phase of the race.
See if we can turn it off.
22 laps is a decent stint around here. It's going to be a long race for these guys, and as we said before, big concentration needed around them. I mean, I've done endurance races around Mount Panorama before, and it's one of those circuits that if you take your eye off the ball for one moment, that's it. It's just all over.
Who are the drivers to watch then for you here tonight, Jimmy? Because it'd be hard to look past Kanata Kawakami given that emphatic performance in qualifying.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think Miyazono, we want to watch on lap 1. He needs to, I think, try and get out ahead if he's going to do anything in the Subaru. But I don't think he's got the pace to do so. Just say Kawakami, looking pretty chill there, to be honest. I'd be a bit more nervous over him sitting in the front.
Well, I think I've turned the ads off.
Behind me. But
I hope.
Also make note of Lucas Bonelli as well. in that AMG, not too far off the front of the field there, and we know.
I've turned them off, guys. Okay, for you.
Over a race distance.
Well, we spoke about tyres, didn't we? Let's have a closer look, shall we, at the tyre strategy going into this one, because I think that's going to be pretty interesting. As I said, racing hard.
That's true as well, Tiger. Yeah.
Tyres available for the drivers, and this is what the boffins at Polyphony
The
have come up with.
boffins.
Doesn't necessarily mean the drivers are going to go with that, though, because we've seen this come up a few times before, and then the drivers will just go on a completely oddball strategy and do something completely different.
Yeah, I think the tyre boffins, as you've sort of dubbed them, they get it right most of the time. 50% of the time, maybe, but yeah, I mean, it just shows you there. I mean, we don't really anticipate more than a two-stop around here, although sometimes we've seen that. People like to try and use that soft tyre more than once, which you're allowed to do, but of course, as you see at the bottom there, every time you stop, it's going to cost you roughly 23 seconds. So, is it worth another pit stop for that? Probably not, but I'd rather to find out.
Predict the winner campaign reckon that Subaru are going to take the victory with Takuma Miyazono, 61%.
Bloody hell.
I tell you what, though, there's a few people in there that I
He's
reckon
going to be nimble up the mountain.
As you said, very quick in qualifying, but only 3% of the audience reckon that he's going to do the business.
Mate, no pressure for Miyazono. 61%. That's pretty massive. That's crazy.
Goodness me. Right, well, we're about ready to get this race underway. Let's go down to the floor with Jules and Sasha as we get ready for the grand final.
Oh my goodness, I am so
Oh yeah,
ready.
true.
You guys
Very
ready?
true, Tiger. Very true.
Yeah?
Hey, Horizon. Morning, buddy. And Rob. Morning, guys.
Yeah.
Crab over here.
We have crabs here too!
See, told you. None have noticed him.
盛り上がる準備できてますか？
盛り上がってる準備はできてるかに。
He said, I crab it like a
Crabs
crab it.
it?
It's a Japanese
Crab
joke. He's ready to do it. さあ皆さん準備はできてますね。それでは行きましょう。いよいよレーススタート盛り上がってきます。The race is to start.
He's got a crab. It's apparently it's a Japanese joke. Did you know this is on Discovery? I don't know. I don't have Discovery Channel. Here we go, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Well, if you've got the confidence to do it, that's fair play to him. He's got crabs. Oh, my days.
Time for round 3 of the 2024 Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup Grand Final action.
Yeah, apparently I've got crabs.
Along the way here in Tokyo. Let's see what is going to happen as the
And I got
drivers prepare
herpes.
to do battle at Mount Panorama. And here is how the grid lines up ahead of the 22-lap strong race. Pole position, Kanata Kawakami.
He's an extra to catch his car.
Time right at the end of the session. His compatriot and former
That used to be a
champion
great
Takuma
show.
Miyazono for
That used to be a
Subaru
great show.
was alongside. Then it's Ryota Kokubun for Mazda heading row 2 with Nabatani for company.
I want
Next up
Mercedes
is
to win
Tomoaki
because I've
Yamanaka,
picked them.
stalwart of the championship in the Toyota. He's got Lucas Benelli in the Mercedes AMG for company. Then Saya
BMW
Suzuki
could be a good
in the
threat.
BMW M6 with Sasaki in the
But
Genesis
Miyazono
alongside.
is going to be the one to watch, I bet, because he's like Tiger said, he's great with great with strategy.
Only 10th on the grid for this one, and championship leaders Porsche down in 11th place with Arthur Mosso making a mistake on his lap.
So don't be
Lotto
surprised when
leads
some
as well, drive a
strategy
strong field. As we said, 3 different types of tyre compound available to the drivers. Kanata Kawakami here, Jimmy, going on the soft early. Seems like he wants to get away.
10 years on the Corvette, Smiley.
Strategy out front. Use the soft, use that clean air, and just drive into it. And the thing is, because no one's challenging him on that stint, no one's challenging him on the soft tyre there.
Especially the ones growing up.
He's going to be very happy to see that.
Well, it's funny shows, yeah.
Use that tyre to the best of its ability. Miyazono, the opposite strategy behind for Team Subaru, going for that hard tyre, as does Kokubun. So they're going to be the cork in the bottle for the guys
£50 on the Subaru.
on that first lap over the mountain.
Certainly are. So coming through Murray's corner, the final.
It's depending how fast that Subaru is at the start of the straight, because he can start losing pace. That's the worrying part. Once he gets up there,
we're about ready to go racing then, as the
it's going to be okay.
final of the Manufacturers Cup is about to go green here at Mount Panorama. Action is about to begin.
Here we go.
World Series 3 here in Tokyo is underway. Kawakami leads the field down towards the first corner, followed by Miyazono and Kokubun. Through Hell Corner we go. On the run up the mountain straight.
Already out the slipstream.
the mountain section we go for the first timer. Start there, of course, which is spreading the field out.
Just needs to hold on.
We shouldn't see too much action in the first couple of corners, but as we come over the crest of the hill and it begins to tighten up as we head through in towards Griffin's Bend, that's where we'll see drivers getting.
That is surprising.
And maybe trying to launch a move before we go into the one-at-a-time section.
Say that already. Look at the gap between Kawakami and Kokuman, who's got through past Miyazono. They're really struggling for speed in that first lap, dropping down from P2 to P4. Kokuman out on that hard tyre. Navatali, the first of the medium runners, eager to get.
Just got to think about the strat as well.
Look at the gap, 2 seconds already to Kawakami out front. This is exactly what he wanted.
Amazing start there from Kanata Kawakami. You can see here.
I told you NSX could be a threat.
Navatali's on the medium tyres, so though they're not the fastest compound, they will be that bit quicker than Kokuman. Miyazono also on the hard tyres, struggling to get them up.
Oh, 100% Tiger.
Few corners. Keep an eye out also for Yamanaka.
He's gone. Nearly 3 seconds.
Kawakami putting up nearly 3 seconds by not even the end of the first lap. Through the Forest Elbow we go and down the Conrod Straight for the first time, and you can see how nose to tail it is throughout the rest of the field. Down the Conrod Straight we go. This is where we'll see the slipstream coming into effect, and where we should see the medium shot runners breezing past the hard shot runners. Here is Yamanaka on the back of Miyazono. That Subaru's not ever been particularly quick in a straight line. Miyazono in the Toyota draws alongside.
Yeah, I told you.
And goes through into 4th position before we've even reached the end of the straight and in towards the chase. Oh, and wide there as well for the Honda of Navatani. Kokuman ready to try and take profit.
Definitely Mario,
just about manages to hold firm in second for now.
Full second.
Ennis, go on, Ennis.
Lap 1. Kawakami's just gone, right, mate, I'm going to win this here. He's just left the field behind. Obviously, a long race yet to go, but that's about as good as.
The only thing is, though, he is on softs. That's why he's putting it away. I've just realised that.
The rest of the hard and medium runners are pretty much all stuck together as we come onto Mountain Straight for the second time now. This is where we get to see the straight line speed of the cars. I mean, having taken a drink for every time we said that Subarus are going to struggle.
So, honestly, don't count any of the top 6 out just yet because of the different tyre strat.
For the likes of Mosso and Hashima, they're still 10th and 11th as Yamanaka breezes past Miyazono heading in towards Griffin's Bend. What can you do? No, absolutely nothing. That's it. He's just a sitting duck at this point.
Yeah, definitely Tiger.
Here. He's trying to break away from the rest of the field, isn't he? Well, he's already done that, 4.1 seconds. I think he's trying to channel his inner Igor Fraga. If you remember, what Igor loves to do is lead from the front, doesn't he? Doesn't like to get bothered by anything behind. And, well, he's clear as makes no difference from the rest of the field. He's not going to be bothered at all, is he?
Yeah, we had Igor Fraga here at our lovely venue, hyping up Kawakami before the race up on stage. So maybe
yes, Bob.
Words helping out a little bit, of course. There are drivers they seem to bottom left.
Will they will play the entry rule? We'll find out, buddy. Maybe.
This, on the sim. You wouldn't think it is, but you can really work up a sweat trying to hustle these cars over the mountain here as they'll come.
Ooh, wow, close was that?
Now, this is Kokuman and Navatani. I think this was the overtake we saw earlier. It seemed a bit rough from me on the replay. Let's see it again. He was through there, but I think he overshot it, as you said there. Went a bit wide. Kokuman tried to come back, and looks like they just about avoided contact there. Very nice, clean driving, but Navatani sending in like a missile into that left-hander.
Yeah, fantastic overtake there from Navatani to be able to hold that one going through that chicane. You can see, meanwhile, further back, as I said, Mosso and Hashima not making the progress that they would have wanted to. I wonder, and I'm not a strategist or, you know, a racing driver by any stretch of the imagination compared to these drivers, but if you're looking at Mosso and Hashima, surely I'd have thought the sensible money would be to get onto a quicker compound of tyre and go...
Miyazono's already going in.
Progress up through the field as you can, as we see Miyazono getting off the hard tyre at the end of lap 3.
Well, Miyazono there opting, yeah, as you say, just to box and get off that tyre. It's always been the way in these events that the hard tyre is kind of just lava. You don't want to be on it at all. But it's one of those things where...
The thing is, that Subaru car thing is really good on tyre wear, isn't it? So
do that in a good spot.
He'll go on mediums now.
Go onto a faster compound tyre. We're about to see what Miyazono and Suzuki are going to bolt on a fresh set of Michelin tyres. Not quite sure what the compound's going to be just yet. Still waiting for them to make their way to that pit box. There is
Miyazono. So if the Subaru's got on tyre wear, he doesn't need to be on hard for long.
So what he's done there is giving himself a massive...
Oh, he's on soft.
There's no one in front of him.
That's interesting.
Now he can just try and hot that, because he knows if he's racing other cars, they get in the draft, he can't keep them behind him. So he's going to try and basically...
Tell you what, we want to keep an eye on him.
Suzuki as well, because Suzuki, though he's come out...
Yeah, exactly.
He's on the medium compound of time. Now let's have a look here at Kokuman versus Yamanaka up the mountain straight. This is
watch him go. Yeah, definitely.
So side by side, these two drivers going. Yamanaka just amazing pass once again, and also Benelli getting overtaken there by the Audi of Sato. So that's up through into 5th position as well. Now the field beginning to spread out a little bit. You can see the medium.
We'll see how he gets on.
Breaking away a little bit from the hard shot runners, aside from Cockburn, who's still got Sato all over his rear wing.
Yeah, good fight here for 4th place between Mazda and Audi. Interestingly, the gap to the front of Kawakami. Oh, Sato, much quicker on exit there. Runs into the back of Cockburn. That's about as rude a hurry up as you can get there from the Audi driver. And now they're going to be drafting down the straight. That along with the bump I saw down there? Unsure. Looks like they're maybe using the old stock car tactics there, trying to gain a bit of time on the cars in front. Will Sato go for a move? They go to look in the mirror too, but Benelli's there. So up the side goes Sato.
They will say, I think, but there is nothing showing.
Take advantage of that there now. Just about side by side. I think the Coachman comes out.
Morning, Petrol Ted.
That's what happens.
Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, you got a new logo. That's nice.
Coachman there deciding, you know what, I've had enough of these hard tyres. I'm coming into the pit lane. But what I was going to say before all that started is the gap at the front stopped growing. And Nabatani there, who was sort of giving it all that in qualifying, is now on this medium compound tyre and matching Kawakami on lap time. Well,
Charlie made a few. Nice. No, he's a legend, mate. He is. Charlie's amazing at doing that stuff. Unbelievable.
1.2 seconds or so between the different compounds of tyre. So interesting to see there for Kawakami versus Nabatani. We'll keep an eye on that. Cockburn's off the hard tyre. He goes on to the mediums then for his middle stint. Gotto also coming into the box in the Chevy Corvette from the hards. Likewise on to the mediums. Now Cockburn ahead there of Saya Suzuki. That's pretty important, but is he going to be able to retain that position as he comes up the mountain straight and in towards Griffin's Bend, because this could upset Cockburn's race here. He wants to try and run in clear air. Down the straight we go. Suzuki's on the outside. He's got the slipstream and he's got the place really easily there. And that's
Did you know? Yes, we do, because it happens to us.
When you're coming out of the pit lane, you're trying to get the undercut compared to some of the other drivers. You need clear air. You don't need to be battling with somebody that's out of position compared to you, and that is going to really put a spanner in the works for Cockburn and Mazda.
5.7 there.
At the right times. Here's Mosso and Hashima, our current first and third place in the standings at the moment. They're going side by side, just about keeping things there. Championship standings, that is. They're 7th and 8th in the race at the moment, but a drag race all the way down Mountain Straight. So this is great to watch for these guys. Of course, if they are swapping positions like this every corner, it's going to cost them a little bit of time. Mosso does go up the inside, though, finally, of Hashima. But yeah, very close, these guys right now.
Yep, Mosso then getting the better of the Ferrari driver. Here is Kawakami still continuing on. Having a look at the sector times. They're looking pretty okay still as it stands for now. He's just, as we said earlier on, driving a nice clean race. The gap up to nearly 6 seconds. And you can see there a look at the tyre wear as well. His front significantly more worn than the likes of Nabatani, Yamanaka and Sato on the medium tyres who haven't pitted.
And here the car from the corner, the tyres are screeching. And actually, he was slower through the last sector than both Nabatani and Yamanaka behind. On
yeah, but he's not. That's why he's not really pulling away no more.
He's really worn those fronts.
No, he's losing time now. Start 3:10.
Race with Sasha saying that he's a bit nervous about tyre wear in this car, and we're seeing that already. They're struggling that front end, really pushing on. So understeer if you're unfamiliar. Basically, think about it. If you're about to hit a wall, if the front hits the wall first, it's understeer. If the rear hits the wall first, it's oversteer. And at the moment, the front is really pushing out. You can't get the car to turn as much as he wants it to, and those tyres are screeching in protest, and it's only going to get worse as the tyres get more worn.
Yeah, if you want to talk more literally,
Suzuki is in BMW.
Right at the front end and then try and turn it. That's understeer for you. Kawakami on board with him. The gap coming down to just under 5.5 seconds.
We'll see what he'll do.
He's just going to drive as cleanly as he possibly can. Try and eke these soft tyres out for as long as he's.
Might do another lap.
He doesn't want to stay on it forever because obviously they're going to fall off a cliff at some point. That performance is going to go, and if he's on them, he's going to be a sitting duck later on in the race. You've got to time this tyre change to perfection. And Kawakami, you can see him there, nice and smooth on the steering. Just one solid movement going into the corners, not trying to soar away at the wheel.
Exactly, it is incredible.
At a constant. So this is what we usually see in these GT World Series races. Is it starts off pretty exciting. We get different drivers on different strategies all sort of working themselves out. Then we get a little bit of a lull sort of in the middle stages, and then once it all works out with the strategy later on, you've got different drivers on different tyres who have pitted at different times. That's when the race will really begin to come alive. I don't think Kawakami is going to be boxing on this lap or indeed the next lap, but he's certainly on his radar before too long.
Excuse me.
Nabatani is kind of matching Kawakami for sectors now, so we'll keep an eye on that gap. Here is Suzuki in the BMW trying to come past Kokuban. Of course, both these guys have pitted already, and Kokuban's decision to pit early maybe not the best one for him as he gets overtaken in a straight line.
Yeah, that's,
1 second, guys.
We saw an overtake there coming out of the pit lane a couple of laps ago. Kokuban managed to get ahead of Suzuki, and then Suzuki's gotten ahead of him in turn again. So Kokuban there now 1.5 seconds behind Suzuki. Crucially, he's out of the slipstream range, as we've got Benelli for AMG, Sasaki for Genesis, and Hashima for Ferrari, all in the pit lane then here on lap 6.
So second and third, both lapped quicker than first place on Kawakami come over the mountain for the 6th time. Those front tyres now really starting to get to the danger zone, especially down here. You do not want those front tyres, that front right tyre in particular, just knocking down there to 24%. And that for a corner like this, Forest Elbow, coming through here, that front right tyre is just pushing on. You're just trying not to put the car into the wall on the outside. That's going to get tougher and tougher. And I won't be surprised if we see him pit very soon.
Yeah, I wondered if he would be actually the end of this lap, come to think of it. I said earlier on I didn't think he would be, but to be honest, the tyre wear has really gone down quite significantly for Kanata Kawakami here, and I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that either this lap, if not the very next lap for the Japanese drivers. Are coming through into the chicane we go. Now, does Kawakami box at the end of this one? Just to remind you, Lexus second in the point standings, 2 points behind Porsche. Points awarded for the top 6 drivers. Kawakami decides to come in then into the pits. A bit of a late call there for him, but all is fair and okay. They've practiced these pit entries all day. And Kawakami then, where does he go now in terms of the strategy? Does he go to the hard tyre for this middle stint, or does he try to go on to the medium tyre and try to weather the storm a little bit? Either way, he's going to lose the lead here. Nabatani and Yamanaka, who are yet to pit in this race, continue on, and they will take over at the front of this one. And Kawakami in the box. We still wait for the decision on where he's going in terms of his tyre strategies. He comes in for a new set of Michelin tyres on his car. He goes to the medium tyre then for the middle stint. That seems quite sensible for him, so he's going to try and go for a long middle stint here in this race and then run the hard tyres at the very end of this one. The thing is, what this does now then effectively kind of locks in the strategy for the likes of Nabatani and Yamanaka, because they need to be on the soft tyre at the end, because their nearest competitor in theory is going to be on the slowest compound.
So interestingly, Miyazono, of course, who pitted earlier on for those soft tyres a bit earlier in the race, fastest man on track at the moment, also has the fastest lap of anyone at a 2:06. Very impressive in race trim with that fuel in the car. It's now 5 seconds behind Kawakami on the road and is on the faster tyre. For now, though, of course, the advantage this Subaru has being a little bit lighter than the other cars out there. It does go through the tyres a little bit slower than the other cars out there. So you might wonder, oh, it's not fair, this car's slow in a straight line, but it's fast in other parts of the circuit, which is what makes the Manufacturer Series so unique. So many different brands, different approaches to going fast, and they're all using, of course, our balanced performance system, have a very similar lap time. So it's always very, very cool to watch as we get an awesome onboard shot of Miyazono. I mean, surely, if you're unfamiliar, one of the Gran Turismo greats is Takuma Miyazono, and with Team Subaru as well. Been a long-time Subaru driver, taking this manufacturer to the series win a couple of times in the past as well. I wouldn't want anyone else in this car. I think maybe Mick Gazelle. Come back, Mick, we miss you.
Don't forget about the QR code on your screen at the moment as well for more information about the drivers, if you want to find out a little bit more about the men behind the wheel of the cars at the moment. I was trying to work out a way of putting that.
That would be a great Rickroll opportunity. That would be an amazing opportunity.
Certainly would. So here is Miyazono then. Soft tyres for him. Of course, they're going to wear that a little bit quicker. Started this one, as you can see, on the hard compound, but he's running the softs in this middle stint of the race. He's in a nice bit of clear air at the moment. The gap between himself and Kawakami pretty stable as it stands for now, but Miyazono will be starting to eat into that before long.
Let's have a look at the lap times. Yeah, 2:1.3, 2:1.4, sorry, last time out. Of course,
Oh, what about this? I'm doing the lead.
It's stabilised around 5 seconds between the two. So I think Kawakami is using that medium tyre, and Miyazono is coming to the end of the life. And let's look in the background there, as that's scary to see, isn't it, when you're in a little Subaru trying to make your way down the straight. Lots of cars in the background. Meanwhile, Nabatani still leading, 3 seconds to good over Yamanaki, Kokuban and Suzuki. This battle continuing, apparently, as Kokuban goes back past Suzuki in the Mazda.
Versus Lexus dropped down to 4th.
They're doing it on the straights. They aren't fighting in the corners.
Subaru in 5th.
Guys they know how to race each other. They know how to be quick over a race distance. One is different to be quick over a single lap and over a race, and these guys have raced together for many years, so definitely a little bit of collusion there between the two, I'd say. But
yeah, they have to do 2-stop strat
away as the laps fall down to the end.
Yeah, putting a good show on for the crowd. They are here so far, aren't Kokeman and Suzuki as it stands for now. Keep an eye out for Benelli because he's not far down the road from these two drivers as well. You can see him there just flashing past your screen in the Mercedes AMG. 2 seconds now is the gap between himself and the two Japanese drivers, but also of course Benelli is on that softer, quicker compound of tyre. Let's have a look and see how Kokeman set this one up. So coming out of Hell Corner, and Suzuki there a bit wide onto the curve. Kokeman of course with the advantage of the slipstream as well, pulls behind the BMW, pulls towards the right hand side of the BMW and blasts past the BMW quite nicely.
Even indicates them.
The most spectacular overtake, but it works. If it works, it works.
The good thing is they're not costing each other too much time, aren't they, compared to the likes of Benelli, who will be bearing down on them, as we said before, too long. Interestingly now, one of the top
Yeah, I
three
agree with Tiger there, yeah. I think it will matter.
I'm fairly sure he's going to have to go onto the
they'll need a significant gap in front.
Podium, but I could be wrong.
Seems early, but the rear tyres failing a little bit on that Audi, which I'm not surprised. I've heard that car isn't kind to its rear tyres, but just to go back to Suzuki and Kokeman, I mean, they're not costing each other time. I think they're gaining each other time. They're using that slipstream to just slingshot past each other, gaining a few extra kph per straight if they were just driving on their own. So watch out for these guys. This might be a bit of an interesting strategy from those. Sato there going on to that soft compound in the Audi. Let's see if it can keep those tyres alive for more than a couple of laps. Now, does Miyazono go for one more lap on those soft tyres? We'll find out as Sato's come out just behind Sasaki, who goes up into 8th place for Team Genesis, and that is not what Sato wanted there. He wanted to be ahead.
No, absolutely not. He wanted to be on the soft tyre, as you say, but the problem is it's so much one at a time as you come up through the mountain. You just have to sit behind him unless he dive to the inside. There's a bit of contact there, and Sato just backs off the throttle and allows Sasaki to hold on to.
That would have been us. We would have been gone.
Going through the left-hander, and you don't make many clean overtakes going through that part of the lap unless you've got a willing dance partner. Sato not able to make that move stick, but now he's just going to be hemorrhaging time, and this could prove to be quite costly for him if he just loses more compared to Sasaki. And then, of course, relative to the other drivers who he was close to on the circuit before his pit stop.
I'll be able to.
Just having a look at that as to do with any contact. But I don't think it's going to be, oh my word, Sasaki there getting it all wrong. And we're going to see an overtake down towards front, but we're not. Sato having to wait a little bit longer now. And this is what Sato was just, he was scared of this, getting stuck behind the guy in front on worn tyres. He was just trying to keep it together and just costing you time.
Yeah, you should be able to get down here now.
When you're the driver behind there, but that's what you've got to do. That's racing, and sometimes using worn tyres in this way is just as effective as using your tyres when they're quick. But Sato now pulling alongside. I didn't think we see too much opposition there from Sasaki. Sato up into P8, but that was a slow out lap there for the Audi driver.
Nice good overtake there from
Oi, Marley. How are you, buddy?
Goes up into 8th. Proved me wrong in terms of the strategy as well. So he went on to the soft tyre. I thought he was going to go to the hards. Proved what I know, absolutely nothing at all.
We all knew that.
Takuma Miyazono, 6th position for him as he comes into the pit lane then from the soft compound of tyre. And let's see which way he is going to go. He's already run the hard tyre, just to remind you. So presumably this will be the mediums right to the end of this race. As we said, the crucial thing for him is he needs a nice bit of clear air. He's into the box at the moment. Interestingly, Hashima and Mosso not far adrift of Sasaki.
He's still always pit.
Points on offer for the top
12
6
laps
finishers in this race at the moment. Given the fact that they are,
but now he's got the cleanest air now.
For Porsche and Ferrari respectively, they will not be scoring any points so far here tonight.
You go stream them, mate.
But we'll see. Obviously, the race still got 12 laps to go. Miyazono, I think, is strategy-wise, is playing this very well. I mean, he's putting himself in clean air, and he will be able to see that Nabatani and Yamanaka.
Nice one, mate. Enjoy the rugby, buddy.
To do 10 laps.
Are you watching?
11 laps next time by on this medium compound tyre. This Subaru, which is a bit better on its tyres, will be able to go longer than that. So yeah, medium to the end now for Miyazono. And again, look at that mini.
Yeah, it's fine. That was Mario.
Of your screen. That's the gap he's got to the rest of the field. So we can just drive into that gap now, try and get those laps. Basically, it's qualifying laps now for Miyazono.
That was the
race. If he had any chance of catching the lead.
That was
Kawakami and Nabatani at the front there, the ones we're
not the Saints, but Savison.
Once the pit stops are all said and done. But interestingly, we still have 2 drivers who haven't even been.
Yeah, you have fun, buddy.
Yep. Nabatani and Yamanaka really eking out those medium tyres, aren't they? They want to go for as long as they possibly can. So presumably they're going to either go onto the softs and run for as long as they
for the
can
safety
and then
car.
do a really short stint on the hard at the end of the race, or they're going to go onto the hard in the middle and then go onto the softs at the end. Let's wait and see what will happen for those two drivers. And crucially, when they're going to come into the box as well. Having a look.
I know, because at the end of the day, Honda's doing really well as well. So
not too bad.
Just having a look at me, it's only there.
And you've still got softs to use.
Seeing what everyone else is doing there. That's one of the advantages of being here, of course. You can just have a quick look up to the monitor and go, oh, right, it's on that tyre, is he? Oh, he's got that tyre wear, is he? I wonder how he's doing. But Nabatani, I've got to say, for someone who is relatively unknown to us, doing a great job so far. I mean, those rear tyres looking a little bit worn, especially that rear right tyre, which would be under load right now, coming through the cutting. But doing a great job, very mature drive so far, but only half the race down at the moment. Yeah, Suki Nabatani in the Honda doing a fantastic podium.
The original two, Jimmy Broadbent, I've got the other guy's name.
The first World Series event of the year a few months ago, and an opportunity here for Honda to try and capitalise.
Hey, Tom, yeah, thank you. Yeah, Tom.
In Tokyo. So I just love this onboard shot. It's so fantastic, threading the eye of a needle down through this section of the circuit. Is this one of your bucket list tracks?
Yeah, I love to. I mean, well, of course, one of our German commentators, Mr. Florian Strauss, won this race in Bathurst 12 Hour in 2015. He never talks about it, actually. But yeah, I would love to race here, of course. A reminder as well, we are live in 7 different languages, of course, speaking of our German commentators. I mean, English broadcast is the best, we know that. But if you want to see what mediocrity looks like, you can check out the other broadcast.
Checks in the post for them now, I'm sure. Be happy about that. So we're at the halfway stage then of this race, and it's going to come alive, I'm sure, towards the very end of this one. So Nabatani, Yamanaka, the only 2 drivers left to pit at this one. Everybody else, as you can see, has made at least 1 pit stop. Benelli and Sato's tyres doing all right so far, but Nabatani does.
Also, mediums, no, soft or hard.
Well. So what Yamanaka needs is he needs a really good middle stint. Let's see whether these two will diverge in terms of their strategy, and crucially, where is Kawakami going to emerge? He's surely going to end up in the lead because, what was it, 25 seconds, isn't it, for the pit stop, and he was 15 seconds behind.
It should go on hard. They should go on hard.
If anything, he'll be extending that advantage. So this is proving to be quite nice for Kawakami. But just to remind you, he does have to run another set of tyres, the hard tyres, the slowest competitive tyres, right at the end of this race, which possibly some other drivers will not have to do. Nabatani goes
they both go soft.
Of this one. And Yamanaka also following the same strategy. So all the drivers then, despite the fact they've started on different competitive tyre, hang on a minute, here's Cockburn, who's managed to drag alongside Nabatani then and goes through into 2nd position.
What a nightmare for Nabatani. That's, again, same thing. He does not want any traffic. And
one these hard over these softs. Ooh, okay, though.
Only a 10th difference there.
Minnesota's still last at the moment.
Wouldn't have happened, but again, now he's got to try and pass him.
No, it's Marley.
But interestingly, the gap before any pit stops is about 5 seconds. It's now 10 seconds to Kawakami in the lead, so really opened it up.
Look at Benelli here as well. He's having to really defend from Tomoaki Yamanaka, both on the soft compound tyre, but Benelli's tyre significantly more worn, courtesy of pitting earlier than the Japanese driver. The Samurai, as he's known by our Italian commentators. Oh, it's the wall there for Benelli. That's going to really put him on the back foot, possibly leading under threat here from Yamanaka, who's got great traction and great momentum. Has he got the opportunity to use it, though? It's going to be one at a time through here, surely, and he's going to have to bide his time. Sato's there, ready
yeah, it's going down the straight.
To try and take profit of it as we come down through in towards the forest elbow. All of that momentum, but no room to use it there for Tomoaki Yamanaka down through the left-hander, and this is going to be a case of when and not if for Benelli to be losing.
Yeah, no wall pens there.
2 positions down the Conrod straight we go. Yamanaka has got the.
Oh, his fronts are done. He needs to pit.
Benelli's car's quick in a straight line, but I don't think it's going to be any match for the newer soft shod Yamanaka, who pulls alongside down the Conrod straight in towards the fast right of the chase. Benelli loses 5th place. Yamanaka's up a position there as well, and Sato is still lurking in the background, ready to take advantage.
Yeah, he did well to keep him there, but it's got to be a pit stop now for Benelli, surely. Yeah, into the pits he comes.
I thought he was diving to the outside.
No, not quite. Coming in the box there to, I think, yeah, it's about time to go.
This is fun to watch when it's not just demolition derby.
once he pits and gets up to his stall. So here is the replay of, I think this is Nabatani on Kokubun.
Oh yeah, we would have got one easily. Yeah, 100% that little clip.
Now for the left-hander, easy overtake. The Kokubun also, I think, understands that right now this isn't the fight he needs.
Hey,
to
Harty, how are you, legend?
Try and get pulled along a little bit, save a bit of time that way. But yeah, a clever move there by Kokubun, I think, just to let that one go.
I tell you what, though, because Kokubun and the likes of Yamanaka, not too far apart from one another actually on track as well. Suzuki in the middle of those two drivers, and Yamanaka on the quick soft cop at a time.
Oh, Mersano's not last.
The medium shot, Suzuki and Kokubun at the moment, so he's going to be slowly creeping onto the back of them. He's already taken half a second out of those drivers on this lap alone in the first sector.
Yeah, so I mean, it just shows the difference that the tyre advantage gives you around here. Of course, a little bit of skill in there as well, but the tyres do play a big part of that. Here is Kokubun, very experienced driver at these live events. He was actually at, I think he won the 2018 Nations Cup event back when it was done a little bit differently back then. And I remember there thinking, man, this guy is quick. And ever since then, he's always in the top 5, always there or thereabouts. And with Mazda, is no different.
Bet you are, mate. Bet you are.
Good to see him back.
I was Tenerife, mate.
A driver who provides a lot of entertainment for us. You can see him giving you a wave down there on the bottom left-hand corner.
Santa Miguel, good morning to you, sir.
Nice and calm.
Or good evening, wherever you.
And he looks to be in a position to pounce on the drivers in front of him before.
It's morning to me, evening to you.
Yamanaka's progress in the middle stages of this race. This is the thing for the likes of Yamanaka and Kawakami.
Oh yeah, one Kawatao Misano just yet. No one here.
A good few times, and they know
because everyone still needs to pit and he doesn't.
Races like this, if you look to some of the newer drivers on the international stage.
Yeah, lovely, lovely high. Did you go to Siam Park?
And that could prove to be to their detriment in the live event environment that we have here.
Yeah, it's different. We say it every time we do this. It's
1 AM where you are, we go, whoa. Bloody hell.
Two annoying English guys talk over the top of your racing. Than being yourself. I am. And than being in your sort of comfortable space you're used to driving in. But look at the speed difference here. Will we see him move from Yamanaka? Yeah, he's going for it straight away. No time lost there for Yamanaka up into P4.
Yes, Jacqueline. Yeah, they've got to use all. They've got to use them all. Mersano's the only one who has used all his compound tyres. Everyone from 10th upwards still needs to pit.
Yamanaka setting the fastest lap of the race last time around, a 2:02. That was faster than some people's qualifying.
Oh, well, the graveyard shift up until 8 AM. Oh, bloody hell, buddy.
Into the wall, going through the left-hander of the cutting.
4 AM where you are, Corey.
Just a bit of a kiss there for him.
You two are both Americans then.
With a face full, or a rear view mirror full, I should say.
No, you're Corey, you are, because of Grim.
And again, this is going to be a case of when and not if. You can't really make a move going through here, but we have seen Yamanaka very close. You can see him right on the ragged.
So you're on the sort of the east side of America, and Santa, I'm guessing you're the west.
Past the Mazda. That Mazda pretty handy in a straight line with its rotary Wankel engine. Don't ask me to say
Here
that
comes
one
the
again.
speed.
Down this straight we go though. Yamanaka's going to pull to the inside. Kokubun's not going to try and defend this one too much, I don't think, because Yamanaka different strategy.
You too, mate. Enjoy your stream, buddy.
And indeed, the
just popping in
the Toyota up through.
I'll pop in later.
In the Mazda.
Yeah, pretty nice move there. And I think he made the right choice.
That's it, Los Angeles. I remember you saying, thank you for reminding me. LA, you lucky son of a bee. Do you see celebrities walking about in LA?
Real contender in this race.
You look at the lap times here with Kawakami. He was some 2 seconds slower.
And I think you're Detroit.
Mistake or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I knew it was right. I just couldn't remember where.
Because
you're not far from Grim, Corey, are you? Because Grim said he's just outside of Detroit.
Compared to Kawakami, but that gap was over 10 seconds. It's now down to, what's that, 8.2.
Mario's Florida. Hey, American boys.
Tire, Miyazono is one of the fastest guys on.
I work at LAX, so yeah, nice.
That little gap right now, just gaining and gaining.
Celebs flying in all the time. Wow, that's amazing, buddy.
Down below 8 seconds for the first time in a while.
You're literally far from Grim. Oh, that's cool, Corey.
Soft compound. But behind him,
yeah, Grim's a legend, man. I love him, man. He's absolute brilliant Forza racer.
Most drivers now on the medium compound tyre. We think we've seen the last stop from Miyazono, Benelli and Sato.
I try my hardest to try and pop in, but because of when he streams, in my time. It's like 11 o'clock at night.
Somewhere there, Tom.
I do try and pop in and say hello.
With one another. They've been pretty inseparable throughout the entirety of this race. Sadly, for the wrong reasons as well, because they're not in the point standings, and at the moment they will be set to lose their positions in the championship here, and we will have a new championship leader. Let's have another look and see what happened here between Mosso and Hashima. So this is down.
That's pretty cool, Goose.
Oh
dear! Oh no!
My money was very firmly up the inside already.
Yeah, I'd say that he could turn in on there. A shame for Hashima, but he was there. You can't just pretend he's not there. So.
GTI, good morning, buddy. Long time no see. Hope you're well.
Well, I agree with the stewards this time around. So,
and if you're playing bingo at home, you can cross that.
GTI's from Chicago, so he's not far from Detroit.
Rotary Wanker. We've got some good ones in there.
Yeah, we certainly do. So we're coming in towards the business end of this race, and this is where it's really going to begin to hot up, because we've got the strategies to come into play, and we've got.
What's the main lad in this? Is England too?
Cockburn and Suzuki coming in, so they are.
I think I know who you're on about.
The medium compound of tire. They're going to be going on to the softs now. They are going to have a lot of pace in the closing.
The one with the weird. Well, say weird.
Made his final stop, as you can see. He's on the medium tyres towards the end of this one. Hashima also in the pits after being in the wall a few corners.
Cheers, hi mate. Just dropping in, my legend. I hope to see you again. Well, probably. I'm doing community racing on Sunday, mate. If you want to join.
Some quick compounds of tyres, which could be proving to be a bit of an upset for some of the other drivers.
Oh, Corey and GTI might hate each other.
They all owe the hard tyre at the end of this race.
But we're all friends here. We're all friends here.
Because these straights are so long, you can just draft by the guy in front of you. But now it'll be a fast finish for these guys. So
Benelli up to 6.
This back, as is Sato as well on that hard compound. So for Sato, really, that's kind of his race over. I don't think he's going to come back from that. But Kokuban, Suzuki, Goto, and Hashima, who's a bit further down the field now, all on those soft compound tyres. Meanwhile, Miyazono has been quietly making moves there on that medium compound tyre. So we will keep an eye on him.
No
more stops. Kawakami
no further actually, no.
One more stop, and more importantly, owes the hard compound tyre, which you've seen is the slowest. So how many more laps can he get out of that medium? I think he's really burning through these tyres, Tom.
Certainly is, and he's got to try and eke them out for as long as he possibly can to not lose as much time. But the thing is, you've got to find that right window, haven't you, where you don't want to stay on the tyre for too long, and you want to have as much.
That is true, Tiger. He is the lead of the two pitters.
Set to lose pace. Kawakami leading then on this one, owes the hard tyre. Likewise, Nebatani and Yamanaka. Is he going to go into the pits at the end of lap 16? Not this time. Oh, he does. Late move into the pit lane there.
There we go.
Kawakami. That's all okay.
He's going to be a long time.
Yeah, he's going to be on the hard tyre then for the closing stage of this one. I'm looking at the likes of Sasaki, at Miyazono, at Cockburn, etc. All on the going to be on the soft compound of tyres towards the end of this.
Miyazono, I think, he's got this.
Because Miyazono's not. In fact, he's already on the medium compound of tyre. But these
drivers do GTI 100%
to the top 3 at least.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to now see where they all line up. So in comes. Kawakami, of course, our leader. Where is Miyazono in relation to this? This could have been a masterstroke by Takuma Miyazono. Kawakami comes up fifth. Where is Miyazono? I don't see him. I think he's just a bit to 5 seconds is the gap there. So that 5 seconds has sort of held.
He's going to be, definitely he's going to be sitting down. Miyazono's going to have it at some point.
It's going to take a while to get some heat into those Michelin hard tyres, and Miyazono already out there, already on some warm medium tyres. It's going to be a lot quicker on this first lap.
Well, we've got 5 laps now remaining. It's about a second or so a lap, so it's going to be pretty close here for the podium with Kawakami and Miyazono. Let's keep
but then again, keep an eye on the Honda. He still needs to pit though, but he's got a bit of a gap.
Those hard compound of tyres, and are they going to be possibly set to lose out on the podium in the closing stages of this one? Because they've still got a box. They're on the soft compound of tyres, and they're coming towards the end of their useful shelf life. Yamanaka's more worn than Nebatani's at the moment, so Nebatani may get an extra lap compared to the Toyota driver, but we'll see how that's going to play out.
But they've got hard to go, so they're going to be sitting ducks.
Yamanaka and Nabatani are going to lose 20-odd seconds in the pit.
It's going to be down to Lexus and Subaru.
Third or fourth position.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Miyazono is the real outlier here because he's on the quicker compound of tyre for the closing stage of this one. Don't count out the likes of Cockburn and Suzuki. I mean, it's going to take a fair old mission for them to challenge for the podium, but it's not out of the question. The soft tyre is just so much faster, and anything can happen here in these races.
But it is faster, but we've seen it really drop off towards the end of the stint. So
hey, Ad, bye-bye, mate.
You have to nurse it a little bit to get it home. Otherwise, you're going to end up just running out of tyre and not being able to.
Yeah, we're all good, buddy.
Going down the straight. Nebatani boxing. This will be a really good indicator to see where they are.
Yeah, they'll have to pick the hard.
To stay out a bit longer.
Oh, bummer now. That's a bad choice.
That surprises me because Nebatani have more tyre life left compared to Yamanaka.
He does, but they're in different places. This is Yamanaka in that Toyota, more front biased, more tyre wear.
Fair play, GT. Corey, sorry.
In the mid-engined Honda NSX, a lot more tyre wear on the rears, which around here, especially over the top of the mountain.
I think I've got one of my things is Subaru, and one of them is AMG.
I think Miyazono's pulled an absolute blinder here. He's going to breeze past Nebatani, surely.
Yeah, there he goes.
There he goes, yeah, straight through, off into the distance, and Nebatani emerges in 4th position. Crucially, though, you've got Cockburn and Suzuki on the soft tyre, not far away at all, so it could go from bad to worse here for Honda and for the Japanese driver, with 2 other cars bearing down on him.
So at the moment, the real fight is between Miyazono and Kawakami at the front.
Yeah, true. It's going to be interesting. It is. Lexus might have this, but you never know.
It's going to be a little bit inflated, but we'll see what his time is this time around. But the gap is 3.6 seconds. About 3.5 laps to Kawakami in the wall there. You can see he's really struggling. I think he's just not getting that heat into the tyres, and he knows he's under pressure as well, and that can really get to you if you're not used to it.
Well, this is really beginning to hot up in the closing stages of this race. Nose-to-tail action here, and Nebatani surely is going to be a bit of a sitting duck because Cockburn and Suzuki both on the soft compound of tyre coming down through.
Well, we'll soon find out. A couple of laps to go.
This is where it's one at a time, but down the Conroe Straight is where we could see and probably will see some moves being made, because I don't think Nebatani, despite the fact that he's a very talented driver on that slow compound, hard compound of tyre.
Yeah, the Suzuki Kokobo's going to get him down there.
The challenge of the Mazda and the BMW that sit in its wheel tracks then. So down the back straight of the Conroe Straight we go. Nebatani pulls to the left at the side of the circuit, and Cockburn is surely going to be able to pull alongside him before too long. We go side by side down the straight we go. Yamanaka's into the pit lane here. Cockburn is into 4th position, into the chase, and keep an eye out for the BMW of Suzuki as well, who's going to look for the outside line. Nebatani's going to park the car on the apex and thwart Suzuki's charge for the time being, but will Suzuki have more room and more momentum on the outside? That is absolutely fantastic.
Good move.
Suzuki and the BMW as he goes up into 5th position, and
if that was us, we would have binned it
in the space of 2 corners.
Nothing you could do there. Just drove clean around the outside.
Nice outside overtake. We would have been in Narnia.
By Suzuki, Yamanaka into the box for his set of hard tyres. Sorry, comes out in 4th place. Right in the train as well.
Woo.
And there is Nebatani, just lost a place. He'll gain one back now from Yamanaka. And yeah, I think that's horrible for Yamanaka there.
Well, the positions are really important here because it's down to
3.3 seconds.
Yourself as high up as you possibly can here for Tomoaki Yamanaka. Miyazono is on the ragged edge of adhesion though. 3.3 seconds.
Oh, definitely Mario.
To give you a bit of a flavour of how different the lap times are. Kawakami a 2:02.1, Miyazono a 2:01.6, about half a second or so quicker than the Lexus last time around was Miyazono. Cockburn even quicker than those two. I don't think Cockburn's going to be close enough. I think he'll be dead on for that 3rd place, but the win may be a stretch too far. It all depends on how these last few laps look for Kawakami in terms of the lap times. We've seen him a little bit under pressure. He glanced the wall last time around, and if the pressure starts to get to him and he starts making a couple of errors, that's where we could see Miyazono ready to take profit and ready to try and take the victory.
Yeah, half a second faster last lap is Miyazono. That's not enough though. It needs to be a bit faster than that to catch onto the back of Kawakami. And you can see that in the same frame for the first time since the start of the race. And it's been a long way round for Miyazono, but Kawakami and Miyazono are still in the places they started in. 1st and 2nd place right now, with Miyazono on the charge in the Subaru. But behind them is Ryota Kokuman. Now, he only needs to be really within a second of Miyazono to start picking up that draft down the straight. And the straights are so long here that that could be enough for him to catch and then pass Miyazono in the Subaru. Let's get a look at the lap times as they come back through. Kawakami still not yet coming to the line, but it was a 2:02.1 last time around for Kawakami to Miyazono's 2:01.6. They're coming across the line.
It's definitely less than that. It's got to be, surely Kawakami's got to be slower than Miyazono. Only by a couple of tenths of a second though. It's not much.
Same lap time.
Yeah, 2:02.1 for Kawakami, 2:01.9. So is Miyazono just off the gas a little bit? It's Kokkoman that's very firmly on it, and he's closing that gap down. 2.7 seconds now to Miyazono.
But he's now under threat from Suzuki. And I told you these guys wouldn't be as good friends at this point in the race. Kokkoman is now starting to defend every point.
Seriously,
Kokkoman going defensive into Griffin's corner there. Running Suzuki around the outside, who's going to drive it round the outside.
Go on.
The M60 likes that, doesn't he? Suzuki up into P3.
No, you don't count out the BMW.
Move from the BMW driver. Maybe he's the threat. He did a 2:03 around 1.5 seconds faster than Miyazono in front, and nearly 2 seconds faster than Kawakami. He might still have a chance to win this.
2.5 seconds then.
2 laps to go.
Deficit that he needs to make down to Takuma Miyazono there and thereabouts over the course of this lap. 2.5 laps to go in this race.
Miyazono might lose out to podium.
Points awarded for the top 6 finishers. If it stays as it is, we will have a new leader at the top of the pile because Porsche not scoring. Lexus possibly on for a podium finish here. This is Kokkoman versus Suzuki. Kokkoman tried to hold the inside line.
Aggressive,
but work. Managed to just drive it through that right-hander. Better traction on the outside of that corner, despite not being on the grippy part of the racetrack, and got himself up through into 3rd position. So down the Conrod straight we go. Kawakami 2.7.
Yeah, cheers, buddy. I appreciate that, mate.
Leveling off here, isn't it? I tell you what, Kawakami's race.
I
if he does win it, that was
all these from TCR Flip Connect gifting them to me. Absolute legend. I love them.
As it were, clear off into the distance, and he's given himself that comfortable cushion for now.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a wobble mid.
Oh yeah, agree with that, Tiger.
Back around now. I think now he knows that I don't think he can catch me. I think I'm good. He's just chilled out a bit there and is now just getting on with it. 202.5.
Yeah, understand, Mario.
202.1. That's enough. That is enough for him. But in the background, Suzuki and Kokkoman.
He's catching him, but not enough.
To that fight last time on the last lap, not quite as quick as they were before, but I think now
2.7 seconds in 2 laps.
And Kokkoman are going to be engrossed in their own fight, and they're not going to go after Miyazono. Of course, both these manufacturers, they do have points on the board. They're actually tied right now for points, BMW and Mazda in the standings. So whoever comes out on top there will move up. But this team, Team Subaru, currently non-score. So any points that Miyazono can get, the most he needs to basically stay where he is. He can't afford to lose anything. For Kawakami and Lexus, this is perfect. Porsche are not going to score.
We left off there.
Kawakami and Lexus are going to take 4 points, which will rocket them to the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Lexus could be set to lead it going into the World Finals in Amsterdam at the start of December. Kokkoman and Suzuki under investigation for a collision as well. Has there been something off screen that we haven't seen? You can just see Kawakami into the distance, and Miyazono, well, he's there and thereabouts, but he's not quite close enough. Let's have another look here. Suzuki versus Kokkoman. So this is this time around. Oh, they had contact going into Griffins, and Kokkoman got sent into the wall there.
No, that's not Suzuki's fault. He had the inside line.
A sort of wheel of contact really going into there. Not much at all, but the slightest of touches when you're on the limit like these drivers are, and it can cost you very dearly indeed.
They did, Dob. No, I think they use custom bots for these races.
Behind Miyazono.
That's what we're thinking anyway.
Straight we go with the BMW driver Saya Suzuki. BMW
or it could be the new update, new updated box.
Tied on points with Mazda, so they'll be getting the better of them not only in the race but also in terms of the points finishes in this one as well. Just to remind you, 6 points awarded for the victory, all the way down to 1 point for 6th place. So
this could be interesting. Suzuki might
Miyazono's not
get
safe.
P2.
Suzuki has really upped the pace there on that last lap. We come on to the final lap here in the Manufacturers' Cup in Tokyo.
Oh yeah, we all wish that did, Dob.
And we're on board with 3rd place. BMW, Suzuki at the wheel, the fastest man on track at the moment, and he is bearing down on Takuma Miyazono. 1.7 seconds is the gap right now.
Can Suzuki do it?
Here, which is going to be a big disadvantage to that Subaru. But can Miyazono hold on over the top of the mountain?
Well, let's see what happens here with Suzuki.
Morning, brand new, I believe.
Surely it's going to be in the twisty stuff going into the Conrod Straight where he'll be able to gain that time, Suzuki, over Miyazono.
Yeah, I'm good, buddy.
So that Subaru, conversely, is really
Hope you will.
In the twisty bits. You can see him, though, in front, dangling that carrot for Saya Suzuki at the moment. And half a lap left in this one to decide 2nd and 3rd in this race. It is not over. Suzuki right up against the wall. He is leaving nothing on the table in the closing stages of this race here. But I wonder if it's just going to be a charge that will come a little bit too little, too late. down in towards this section we go. This is where Suzuki will be gaining time on that soft tyre compared to Miyazono. Down through into the Forest Elbow section, and then on towards the Conrad Straight. Kawakami has driven an absolute blinder, by the way. He's managed to keep that gap pretty constant at 2 seconds in the closing stages of this one. The gap now down to 1.9 seconds. It's close for Miyazono and Suzuki, but it's not quite close enough for Suzuki to be in the slipstream of the Subaru driver. So, down the Conrad Straight we go for the final time, and this has been a quite brilliant race for Lexus and for Kawakami. He managed to get into the lead of this one at the start of it from being on pole position, drove away from the rest of the field on the soft compound of tyre, built up a gap of 5 seconds, doubled that to 10 seconds when all the pit stops worked out, and after Lexus took victory
you got to give hand off to Mazzano.
World Series in Montreal, they will take their second victory of the season as Kanata Kawakami wins for Lexus in Gran Turismo World Series 3 in Tokyo in the Manufacturers' Cup. It's Lexus who
Miyazono give P2. His strategy worked.
Ahead of Takuma Miyazono for Subaru in second, and Saya Suzuki on the podium for BMW in third place. Fantastic race there.
Good race.
What a drive from Kanata Kawakami. That
Good race.
was absolutely textbook.
You can tell that he is sweating.
I did. Did you pick Lexus then, Tiger? Well done, mate.
We had Igor Fraga here of his Lexus teammate, really bigging him up on the stage earlier. And you know what?
No, I'll say Suzuki with them 2 overtakes.
During the commentary track, during the race, Tom, it was that first stint.
Miyazono did really well as well. I wouldn't say no, but I'll say Suzuki with them 2 great overtakes.
Not able to make the most of his strategy in the end, coming home towards the back of the field. But it was Miyazono as well immediately going over to congratulate him. And Suzuki, I think, actually quite happy with that 3rd place, it seems.
I think relieved more than anything, wasn't he, to be fair? Given where BMW have been over the course of this season. They were level pegging with Mazda for 5th in the championship standings coming into this one, and that is a strong result for them to get themselves ahead. Let's have a look then, shall we, at some highlights from this one. Kanata Kawakami and Lexus started this race on pole position, and Kawakami, as we said on that soft tyre, just drove away from the rest of the field. They all started squabbling behind. We saw some great overtakes between Yamanaka and Miyazono. Miyazono had a bit of an anonymous first half.
I wouldn't really class that as a good overtake.
But it was towards the end where he really began to come good with that alternate strategy. This was Navatani with a send to the inside of Kokubun going into the final chicane.
This did well.
Yeah, bold race from Navatani. Didn't quite pay off at the end for him, but it was still nice to watch. Yamanaka making his way through the field as well, and Kokubun also having a place to Sato in the Audi. Almost contact between the two, but just about managing to keep it under the wraps there. And Kawakami there early going onto that medium compound tyre. I thought he should have went for the hard compound there, to be honest, but you know what? He won, so he knows better than me.
Kokubun here versus Suzuki, and you can see what that cost Kokubun at that point in the race. He started squabbling amongst one another. Benelli sunk a little bit towards the middle stages of this one as well.
Exactly, yeah. That's why I would pick him as my voted driver of the day.
Kokubun in the battle for
the 2 great overtakes
in the race as we headed in towards the chicane. Nabatani having a good run of things in that Honda.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for the Vive gifted, buddy. Absolute legend. I did not expect that in this stream. Thank you so much, buddy. Guys, get your logos out for Jim-tastic there.
Race weekend of the season in Amsterdam. There were 4 standings coming into this one.
That's Suzuki there going around the outside and then doing it again at Griffin's on Kokubun. And that's my move of the race. That one there on Kokubun. That one, Kokubun there sort of thinking, what? he just did me like that.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, this is Kawakami driving.
Absolutely. How are you, Jim-tastic? Hope you're well, mate.
Corner to take a very well-deserved victory and catapult Lexus to the top of the standings. Kawakami taking Lexus second.
Oh, no worries then, Jim-tastic, mate. You have a good day at work.
Who's catching up with the winner from the Manufacturers'
But thank you so much for dropping in and just dropping a 5 gifted, mate. Absolutely legend. Thank you.
What a win. Congratulations. おめでとうございます.
Yeah!
Wow, I think he used the full benefit of starting from the pole. How was the tactic?
Don't know, mate. I've gone full Killian.
ポールからスタートしたんでソフトという完全になんかポールスタートの一番いいところを使ったのかなと思うんですが、戦略はもともと通りだったんでしょうか。
もともとミディアムタイヤでいくかソフトタイヤでいくかすごい悩んでたんですけど、チームメイトと相談して、リスクをなるべく避けて単独で逃げようということで、ソフトタイヤでスタートすることにしました。
So he was thinking of soft tires and medium tires to start, but he, argued with the teammates and decided to go with the soft and full.
No worries, White Tiger. So I'm guessing football.
そして、did the tactics change? It was soft, medium, hard, but did it change in between, or was it straightforward from the beginning? ソフト、ミディアム、ハードっていうのは最初からその予定だったんですか？
そうですね。最初ソフトタイヤを履いたからには、
Shut up, Chico, you're such an idiot.
走れることを心がけてました。
So it was from the start, medium, soft, medium, hard, and it went totally well because he had clean air through the race. So congratulations.
No worries, Corey, mate.
Yeah,
have a good sleep, mate. Thank you for dropping in, Corey, and I'll catch you later, mate. I'll try and catch you in Grim Stream later.
Well, Kanata Kawakami taking a very well-deserved victory, a dominant display from Team Lexus then, and you can see just how much he won it by. 2.2 seconds, not exactly a commanding advantage by any stretch of the imagination, but it was the strategy that allowed him to drive that one absolutely brilliantly in the opening stage of the race, taking a crucial 6 points for Lexus and also the championship lead.
Yeah, that's a big score there for Lexus.
Really,
make a difference in the championship points. Let's have a look at the table now.
What game do you go to see, Simon?
Now goes up to 4 points from being second going into this race. Now 4 points.
Yeah, definitely, Corey, mate. You take care. Let's see how the flip side.
Anything here in round 3, so a big swing there in the championship. BMW.
Oh, Lexus, look at that.
Moving,
jumped at the points.
Third place there on 8 points.
Porsche get nothing.
Also scoring with Ferrari though, a non-scorer moving all the way down to 5th. Mizuno finally putting some points on the board for Team Subaru, but is it too little, too late?
Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it, for Subaru? Anything can happen in the Gran Turismo World Series, as we know.
Yeah.
Ferrari, though, sort of hero to zero stuff really for them in that race. And
hero to zero.
They will be very, very disappointed with that one. Coming into this one with a 2-point advantage, and you can see the likes of the other teams that are still there nipping at their heels. BMW.
Oh, nice, Simon. You have a nice time with your dad.
Back from that as well. Don't also forget about the Michelin driver.
You're a Real Madrid fan.
You can vote for that over the course of this evening, because we've got the Nations Cup to come a little bit later on as well. Do you think it's Kawakami? Do you think it's Takuma Miyazawa?
I thought you'd be supporting David Beckham's team in Florida, Miami.
Live stream and tell us who you think gets the prize.
Suzuki. What? Suzuki's not even in it. That's been Marzano. Well, to be Marzano.
Drivers celebrating on the rostrum. I tell you what, it has set up as an absolute treat though going into the World Finals there, Jimmy, because though of course now we've got an advantage for Lexus, it's not exactly like it's night and day's worth of a difference, is it?
Well, and we've seen what can happen. Porsche came into this event as the championship leader, and now no scoring.
Definitely, Mario. Definitely.
Bad race for everything to turn around like that. And to win a championship.
Yeah, I'll go for Mirzano. Before he's a good attempt in the Subaru.
So grand final, of course, in Amsterdam coming up in December. Get your tickets for that, by the way. Will we see another repeat of what we saw here?
Just on the other side of the coin as well for other teams and drivers, Porsche, Ferrari, what on earth went wrong for them today? Where was their pace?
I don't know.
No, exactly, Tiger. I do not know either. I think Suzuki got robbed there. Should definitely be there.
The front engine guys did pretty well around here.
Yeah.
The guys in the mid engines really struggled. We saw the NSX struggle. We saw the Ferrari struggle.
Audi.
Porsche Audi struggled. Anything that wasn't a front engine car didn't have a good time around here this time around.
No, that's true, Jimmy.
That is part of the series. That is part of the manufacturer's cup and how things chop and change. But yeah, if you're on the receiving end, it's not so great.
No, well, it is great though for our top 3 finishes. Let's get the podium celebrations.
I bet it is, Tom. I bet it is.
3 in Tokyo.
I bet they're really happy about it.
Third place for Team BMW. Please welcome Saya Suzuki.
Suzuki robbed there.
In second place, getting their first points of the season and a podium finish for Team Subaru. It's Takuma Miyazawa.
Well, you just want to punch the Michelin man. Oh, Jacqueline, thank you so much for the one gifted. And he gets
And with their second
himself.
victory of the season and an advantage in the championship going into the World Finals for Team Lexus, it's Kanata Kawakami!
That's so I've never ever seen that. How did you gift yourself then, Jacqueline? Legend. Absolute legend.
Your respect, please, for the national anthem.
Well done, mate. Thank you for that one member, mate. Get your logos out, guys, for Jacqueline there. Oh, just for himself. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, I'd love to punch that Michelin man. Like, he's just there. You just want to punch him. Emmett. Emmett. 20 tyres. Oh, seriously, Jack, I've never seen someone gift themselves a membership. That's brilliant. He's like, hurry up, I want my trophy. That's what he's thinking right now.
The national anthem of Japan.
Oh, another distant GTR.
Woo! For the winning manufacturer, Team Lexus. A commanding race driven by Kanata Kawakami. And an advantage of 4 points going into the
membership
World
in
Finals in Amsterdam at the beginning of December. Now time for the awards to be presented.
So since the start of this stream, he's gained another 100 subscribers. Since last night, he's gained 300. He's got it tonight. He's got it. I can't... Guys, after this stream, he starts at 10 o'clock. I can't raid him, but please, if you're not subscribed to Tishley, please go over to his channel later and subscribe to him. He is so close to getting 100,000 subscribers. Let's help him get to that target today.
Chief Marketing Officer for Fanatec, Belman Nadarevic, presents this one.
I'm hoping so, Tiger. I really hope he will get the 100K today. If not, he'll get it tomorrow. He'll get not tomorrow. He'll probably get tomorrow or Monday.
To Team Subaru and to Takuma Miyazono.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be sharing his post, his live stream, everything, everywhere I can.
It is time
I want my boy to get there.
Winning trophy to be awarded here in Tokyo.
Drop a link. Yeah, I'll drop a link. I'll drop his link. It's not started yet. It's not started, but
Yamauchi, the Gran Turismo series producer, will present it to the winner for Team Lexus.
What's so funny listening to him in live chat last night. What me and Tishney? Is that? Do you mean me and Tishney? Tish is, yeah, he's elite. He's elite. As I'm not trying to boast myself. I mean, White Tiger's the same as well, like Sonic and our team. Qualifying is just an alien, like just gone. In a race though, I mean, I was keeping up with him, but then the moment I make a tiny mistake, he's gone. Like, do you know what I mean? But if I'm on form, I can keep up, and the White Tiger's the same. So is Sonic. We can give him a run for his money, but because he's so consistent, we can't make a mistake. That's the difference. We cannot make a mistake. Yeah, he's made 50K since June. Oh yeah, well, I need to go and get his link.
They have pulled an absolute blinder. Victory in Montreal. 1 point, a little bit of a mixed bag in Prague, and now back onto the top step again.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for more. I mean, having that big of a gap going into the final round, I mean, you're almost guaranteed a podium. We'll see,
there you go.
Of course. Still competitors there. Still time for things to change. But Lexus definitely stamping down their authority on the series.
You can help him out, guys.
What is going to happen in person?
Watch him how he wants, how he races and stuff. Go and check him out.
Tickets are now on sale. Take a look at this and see how you can come and see the action.
Fancy joining us for the World Series
No!
Finals? Well, it's going to be happening in Amsterdam, Netherlands from December the 6th to the 8th at Theatre Amsterdam.
Oh, top man, Mario, thank you.
Which is the same venue as last year's Showdown event. Gold tickets
Literally, he's been absolutely... Shut up, woman!
Before they run out.
I'm trying to talk now.
Amsterdam in December to watch the best Gran Turismo racing. I mean, What's not to like? It's gonna be brilliant.
I can't, yeah,
But
tell you. Ah,
if
same.
you can't make it in person, don't worry. You can still catch
Well,
all of the action.
well, I'll be
online
I'll be
through our
streaming it,
YouTube
so
and Twitch channels at
I'll be streaming it.
GranTurismo.com or directly on Gran Turismo 7. Now there's no.
It's nice. I mean, I don't care about how many views I get. Oh, yeah, but if we're here just to chill and chat and watch this together,
Well,
I love
thank
it.
you so much. That was the manufacturer's.
Like,
Cup.
it's
Did
just
you
not. It's
enjoy
not. It's just
it?
nice to chill with you guys. Shut up.
Yes. We so very much enjoyed bringing it to you, but don't go anywhere because the Nations Cup is.
I've never been to Amsterdam.
That is going to get super spicy too.
あと1時
Oh,
間
has it really?
ネーションズカップが始まりますから
Satisfaction.
皆さんその準備も忘れないでしてくださいね Right
Yes, very much so. So thank you so much from all of us. We'll see you very soon.
Right, we have 1 hour and 20 minutes before. Oh, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Oh god, he's got a moustache still. Right. There we go. So that's one done. So I have a dilemma. So do we have some fun and do some community racing, or do I just do some daily races for you? Open. Okay, Mary just said open lobbies. Just don't serve decent English booze anyway. I just want to go. Right. If you want me to do some lobby racing for you, we can do that. Sore and hungry. Oh, God. One day I might go there in the future, but not at the moment. I've got no interest in going there. That's a good question, Tiger. Goose, you want to answer that one? Oh god, I feel like I need to sneeze. Oh, bloody hell, that was wrong one. Oh dear. We'll make it a night race. Sore head, yeah, sure. I do GT3 racing softs. Go on then, if you want to do some racing. Come and join the fun. So next one's at what is it? Nation's at 11. That's about an hour race. An hour, isn't it? Probably an hour. So in the wallet. It's quite expensive there. That's the thing. It is actually quite expensive there. The thing is, so would you go to a coffee shop? That's the question. Would you go to a coffee shop? On my way. You don't have to shout it, Scoot. Jeez. On my way. Okay. Sorry for the caps. Love a good coffee in the morning and want to get high at the same time, because a coffee shop over there is not a coffee shop. It is not a coffee shop at all. Oh, what, are you going to go out? Hot coffee. Just to enjoy the cakes while you drink. Yeah. Now, I was talking this to Dutchy the other day. I said to him, like, I said, is it true that there is actually coffee shops in the Netherlands that doesn't actually serve coffee? It serves like hash cakes and you know, all that stuff to get you high. And he said, yeah. So there's actually a coffee shop that's not a coffee shop. It's so weird. Anyway, Tiger, who you put your bets on to win today? You can't join Porsche? No! He's looking forward to next week's dailies as well. I'm feeling a bit better than the last 2 weeks. I'm not there. No! Oh, never mind. Accumulator. City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, and Portuguese teams. Oh, okay. It isn't showing up. Have you got me as a friend on Gran Turismo, Porsche? Search for Hoxton GT on PSN. Yeah, you gotta add me. You gotta add me. Search for Hoxton GT. Find my logo and let me know that you've done it, and then I'll add you. Just search Hoxton GT. That's what you got to do. Search for my channel name. What you got to do? Well, who just went flying? Mario. What are you doing, Mario? Oh, Mario's all over the place. Mario's trying to kill people. We play that. Pepsi Dave, how are you, buddy? Oh, a minute. Happy Saturday to you. Hello to all the heroes in chat too. That's very kind of you, Pepsi Dave. Old car, this is. Have a coffee if you can, Mario. But yeah, we'll do some racing. Like, see if anyone else wants to join. No worries, buddy. Mate, just for popping in, buddy. Except me. You've not added me yet. Look for that logo. That's what you got to do. You got to look for that logo. Yeah, we're doing lobbies Pepsi until 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock before the nation starts, so it's just past the time. Just cooking up breakfast and having a shower. But the game enjoying for a couple of races. But yeah, no worries, Pepsi, mate. Just remember to add me if you haven't. I'm just gonna wait for Porsche GT to add me, and then I'll get on the track. I do love that view. That one of the best views in this race. Oh, Gooseman going really wide. Poached egg sausages and hash browns on toast. Oh, oh, lovely. Line the stomach for the day on the ale. Oh, you are on the drink day. That sounds delicious, mate. That does sound delicious. Yeah, so I'm going over my brother's later on with my family. With yeah, I'm gonna have a couple of drinks with my brother. Have a good catch up with him. So lucky he lives around the corner from me. So well, it's about 5 minutes down the road. No one there. What's yours? I'll search for you. What's yours, Porsche? Yeah, what's yours? Tell me yours. Fried. Yeah. I like fried toast too, but like I say, so unhealthy. So unhealthy. I do love toast. Is it just Porsche GT then? Try and find you. Excuse me. Just give me a second, guys. It's Porsche. Porsche 12. Is that it? Yep. There you go then. See, not that hard. There we go. Done. My toast isn't healthy with the amount of backbone on the world. And sticker bar. Oh, Simon going with the AHR. That's a nice livery. I'll say, anyone wants to join, guys, feel free. No, so we're just going to be past the time for the next hour before the nations start. As I say, don't forget, guys, Kishti is starting the stream as well. I will be going to watch him after the nations and everything like that. But like I say, please go support him as well, guys. If you know after the stream, after the nations, you know, he's so close to getting to 100,000 subscribers. So, you know, share it to your friends, share it to everyone you know. Give him that subscribe. Let's get him to that target. Let's get him to 100k. Oh, wide there. Simon goes. Simon got them. We got 7 Porsches just joining in from Australia or New Zealand. I think it's Australia or New Zealand. One of them two. Sven, you alright, mate? Welcome along. Waking up, get coffee, and I think I'll join also. Yes, please do, Sven. Like I say, we've got an hour to burn before the nations. So I'll tell you what, guys, while we're waiting, Tiger, you not jumping in? Oh wow, we're 7 likes away from 50 likes. Thank you, guys. Every time I try and get up to 50 likes, that'd be fantastic for a chill out stream. Really appreciate it. Right, come on then, let's have a race. Everyone is obliterating me. In what way? You better get that podium. I'll try. I am in the McLaren, so I don't know how fast it is now. Right, let's have a look. Right, anyway, let's get into a race. 7 laps. Let's do this. Morning, Dreamcatcher. How are you, mate? You want to join in for some races? Not going to take away. Yes, Mario. Please race cleanly. This is not a hoggy hunt. This is a normal race. So please just have some respectful racing, please. I beg of you. What am I P1? I say. Makes no sense. Oh, I didn't post the qualifying lap time, that's why. So it makes me the slowest. Don't hit me! Oh my God, Simon! You... oh, I need to change mine. Take that off. We'll join next week. Hope to see you there. Yeah, no problem, Dreamcatcher. Like, I'm doing a community race Sunday evening as well. If you are available. I said we're just doing this to pass the Park to the Nations. Oh, Mario's gone. God, Leon, you are lagging like a mofo. The nation starts at 11, mate. I mean, I'll be done by 12 o'clock. Because I've got to take my mum to the hospital to. My nan's in hospital, has been for the last 2 weeks, so we're gonna go and visit her. So I'm done till 12. But like I say, don't forget to go and subscribe to THD if you haven't, because he's so close to getting to 100,000 subscribers. And I'll try and help him get there. And then tomorrow, oh hello, oh! And tomorrow I'll be streaming probably 6-7 o'clock in the evening. Oh. Morning, legends. How are you, buddy? And leave a like where I can, indeed, legend. I hope you're good. Yeah, no, it's Dreamcatcher, like, it's like I can put a gun to your head. You will come to these races. You can make it, mate, great. If you can't, I understand. I will race with a Beetle. I don't take my community races seriously, so I don't care. I really think they've got the speed back on with this McLaren thing. This is your dream catcher, buddy. Oh no. Oh no. I'll try and catch up with Gooseman. Gooseman's gone. He just got to Narnia, Gooseman. 8.7 seconds to catch up to Porsche. No, he's just at the bus stop. It's all about a bus stop on this track. say Porsche's doing really. I know what car Porsche's in. He's in a really fast car. Look at that slipstream. I say well done, Porsche. Oh, it's in the Ford. That's going to be the car again, isn't it? The Ford GT. That's what it's going to be tomorrow, on Monday. But it's better to have the traction control on. Good go, Scott. Where is my light, White Tiger? Right. You had it on stock? Yeah. Oh, damn it. What can we do? What can we do with a drunken sailor? Map Panorama, we just had that, so let's do Spa. Yeah, decent laws they expect you to pull up to one side. No, because I was at the front, I wanted to be at the back, so I just pulled over. I always do it. So go and pick your weapons for this race. Oh, which one I choose? It's my one. Yeah, I've changed it now, so I should be at the back. if everyone does a qualifying lap time, I'll start at the back. So. Oh, it's in the Renault. Yeah, that's going to be quite good here as well. Now. Oh, Mario's getting it all sideways, all sorts of wrong. Ooh, the Cadbury's cream egg. Always Cadbury's cream egg. So I'm just checking out my boy at the moment. They're dropping in to say hello to Sim as well. I was going in the Porsche. Oh, got Lexus in there with the Porsche. Right. Are we ready, guys? Oh, hey, joining Luke. Yeah, well, see, it was good. Miserano did really well considering he was in that Porsche GT300, and his tactics worked out, but didn't get him to the win. But it was a real good race. I say we're just waiting to get to 11 o'clock, and we'll watch the nations. Did I tell you? No, you did not. No, you did not, mate. Nice. Oh. Right, let's get going then. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice. Nice. Indiana. Nice. I bet you're looking forward to that then, mate. Rivers! Morning, buddy. So I just realised I missed you there, buddy. How are you, Rivers? How am I P1 again? Right, I'm putting myself to the side, guys. Let's go. Oh, people going wide. I didn't do well in the first race though, it was awful. I tank slapped it and everything in that bloody van, but the second race was good. Had a good race with the, oh my god, what is he doing? Had a great race with Italia 458 from RTR. Oh, sorry. That was a good race, but RTR at the moment are on fire. We knew we weren't going to win against them, but we held our own. And I was just shredding the tyres. I'm so glad you enjoyed it though, mate. Shocking? No, I disagree. I don't think they're shocking. They're amazing. Oh, whoa, the winning one. Hey, Viking, how are you, mate? Oh, you meant last night? Are you watching it, BK? Oh, okay, from the start. Yeah, second race was better. First race, I had a mare. I should have been up there, but I had a massive tank slapper. First half of the race, and then I think like 2 laps afterwards, I completely effed it basically. Hey, Spugsy, how are you, mate? Welcome along. Slugsy, have you added me on PSN? If you add me on PSN, Slugsy, I can accept you, then you'll see it. Yeah, now. Right. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Oh, no! Ah! Oh. Oh. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. There you go, buddy. Oh yeah, there's a difference between me racing, like streaming now, you know, and then me actually doing my best. Like, I mean, I don't stream. I mean, I did stream it, but I felt compelled to speak to chat. But in them races, I like to race for real, because I'm racing against like really fast racers. Like Slugsy, for instance, he's part of ERA, very, very strong, fast team. I need to be racing my best against them. So I can't concentrate on chat or anything like that. So I stopped doing it. I stopped streaming it myself. But I always send a link of the host who's commentating, and then you know, you can watch it all, like watch everyone race. Ah! Yeah, I've still got a lot to learn, a lot to, you know, to get better when I race against them guys. Next one's our race is next month, and then that's our last race because we don't qualify for the final. So yeah, we got MRL next, be a good one. So yeah, that'll be next month. I'll be posting it, mate. Don't worry. Yeah, normally it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday we race. What? Oh yeah, me against Italia. Yeah, that was good. That was a good battle between me and them. Yeah, I held my own against them, but if you've been watching the if you've been watching the leaderboard at Brands Hatch, they have nothing but dominated. So us winning it or beating them wasn't gonna happen, but we could have just done what we could, and we did. Yeah, exactly, Rivers. Yes, you got CLR versus AHR. I'll try and post that on my community for anyone who wants to watch that. Are you racing in that? No. Yeah, are you racing in that, Rivers? Oh my day, that was close. Tap Porsche. I thought close the door on him. I didn't mean to. Well, I'll be rooting for you, Rivers. I'll be rooting for you. No, why? Like I keep on saying to you, buddy, it's all about practice. You don't just get ability that good without practice. You know, race offline, join leagues. You know, like watch videos, like, you know, especially like Tishney. Like, it will help you so much with his track guides. Picking cars that suit your characteristics of driving style. You know, just don't be one of those who just picks the meta car, because the meta car doesn't make just because it's the meta car doesn't make it the meta in that car. Going a long way. There we go, well done. Good race for me, Porsche. Yeah, you too, Viking, mate. You have a good night's sleep, okay, buddy? Have a good one. The blessed to you and your family too, man. Might have turned them off for the what's his name? Well, do you want me to put them on? Coming out last corner. Oh, did you? Oh, did you? But it was a good battle between us, mate. I enjoyed it. Oh, what we got now? Right, we've got half an hour, so we try and squeeze in 2 races before the nations. Let's have a we can do some overtaking. Fun overtaking. Trail mountain. That's 2 minutes a lap. Afternoon. No, car collision penalties on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try. Oh damn! I'm gonna have to try to do random grid because he always puts me at P1. And I don't want to be P1. Well, give me a second. Don't load your cars. Don't load cars. Don't do anything. Let me able to random set by host. Restart. No, no way, Porsche. I didn't spin. That's why I just held it and went so wide round just to keep it going. All right, I can set the grid now, can I? Starting grid. I'm keeping her in at the moment. Can't do anything at the moment. I love the Ford, so I'm going to keep the Ford. Everyone's loaded up there. Slugsy, I am going to put you in the back because I know you're quick. And I'm going to put you in the back with me. I'm going to try and do it reverse grid as possible. Just waiting for Scoot and Simon to do theirs. Hit pick their weapon of choice. Yep, Scoot's done it. Would you like to be in the back as well, Portia? I can do. Put you in the back. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Thank you. Oh, just got bunged up. I was absolutely fine last night. Went to sleep, woke up, bunged up everything. Put Leon at the front for bands. All right. The biggest glitching guy in the game. Only person worse than Leon at the moment is oh, what do you call it? A guy called, well, actually, what's his name will know, Rivers will know, is Main Onion. That guy glitches so bad, it's unbelievable. Ugh. Oh, excuse me. I hate sniffing. Yeah, I think you need to upgrade your internet or your router, Leon. Leon's just a mega glitch machine. it's like Daytona. I went so wide on the straight, and it just looked like he was getting closer to me. He's like, "Leave me alone! Let me overtake you." Yeah, oh, Onion does have McDonald's Wi-Fi, and that's actually giving McDonald's a compliment. It's so bad. It is so bad. Right, are we ready then, guys? Let's get on with it then. He's our secret glitch weapon. Yes, he bloody is, because when we were racing at Grand Valley, he was glitching all over the place. I went for an overtake, and then bam, he was there. And I was like, for God's sake, and I went and hit the gravel and the barrier. It's so freaking annoying. All right, have fun, everyone. Oh, excuse me. Stupid sniffs. Yeah, just do what you can, man. Yeah, it's only a little joke. It's only a little joke. What the hell happened? What the hell happened to you, mate? Oh! Gonna try and catch up with these boys. Bailey and Gooseman. Oh, side by side they go down the back straight. Hey, nice ringer. Yeah, we can do one more. We've got to do one more lobby base before the Nations Cup. Oh, Mario, no! Don't ruin them moves. Everyone's having a laugh. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? Pass the time. That's all it is. We could do Norse life if you like. Oh, that's close. Oh, damn it! Okay, no worries, Mario. Yeah, okay, I respect that. I do respect that. Oh, hello, Porsche. Ah, bad. Hey, Dutchy. You were jumping. Oh, no, you can't jump in because I know you're busy. Nice, Porsche. Bailey's holding on in that Porsche. Cannot close him down. Come on! Oh, looks like Bates gonna hold it. Oh, well done, Bailey. Well done, Bailey. That was a good race. Very good race. Well, we've got time for one more. Time. Indeed it is. We'll do a quick 10-minute race. My headlights went out. How did we go through side by side then? Skills, that's what it is. Right, go on, one more race. That was a good race, I enjoyed that. Oh yeah, gotta love Sardinia. Where's Sardinia? Yeah, we love that. So 2 minutes a lap, so if we do 5 laps, should be enough. Well, go on, guys, quickly then. Let's crack on with the last race then. Yeah, Mark, that was great. Great one that was. Now we'll do that Sunday, Leon. We've only got 14, less than 14 minutes to do a before the nations, so it's just a quick race. You know, we us doing North Live, it'll take over 15 minutes. So quickly, guys, get your weapons of choice. Let me just sort the grid out. And then we'll get over to the nations. Right, Liferinger, Scoot, get in your cars. And quickly, oh, Rivers coming in for the last race. Go on, Rivers. Pick a car, any car. Wait, I am waiting for you. Let's pick the car. Right, brilliant. I'm going to set the grid. Right, because of your lag, I'm going to put you at the back. Bailey, as you won that race, you can be behind Slugsy. Simon, you can be there. Rivers, you can be there. Liferinger, you can be there. There we go. Oh, no, actually, no, tell a lie. Right, 10 minutes. These are like 1 minute 40 lap races. I'll give you a couple of minutes. So 5 laps around here. Put me down. Well, down the grid, Rivers. I'll put you there then. I have F120 F. Oh, you talk about the SP 23. Yeah. Right. Good luck, guys. Right, 10 minutes. That's perfect. This should be done with 2 minutes, a couple of minutes to spare. Yes, Mario, it's last race 4 nations. Well, good luck to everyone. Oh, first score is going to be nuts. Oh, I'm gonna wait. No, we have a feel about. Oh, light figure! What happened? The question is, can we catch up 15 seconds? This is the last one. Mate, the nation starts in 7 minutes. Oh, there's Slugsy in his Supra. Come on, Slugsy! Oh, Slugsy! You play that. Oh no! Oh, that's super going. Slugsy, well done there, buddy. Oh, we're level begging. Ah! Oh, nice one, Slugsy. Now, this is what CTC is all about. It's a fine example between two races here. No, sorry. Ah, shit went too wide. Go. Sorry, Slugsy. No, we should have went too wide. We're both going for it. Slugsy knows that. He knows that. See, flash your lights to know that I'll wait up. Go on, let's have a good final lap. Let's go for it. The bump draft him. Let's go. That was a great race. That was a great battle we were having. Oh, I'm gonna go for it wide again. Oh, love it. Yes, Slugsy, this is what I love. Yeah, we're on the last lap, GTI, then we go straight over. Hey, Chaos! Oh no, hit the wall again! Well done, Slugsy. Slugsy, that was a great race, mate. Sorry for the... Well, we both go side by side. We're both battling. We knew what we were doing, and unfortunately, like, I knew the moment you went, I had to stop. I had to stop. Great racing. Yeah, exactly. Cheers, Slugsy. Side by side action. That's what you love about the game, don't you? When you have someone, you know you can have a bloody good battle with, and that was it straight away. Right, just gonna cut that off then, guys. Straight in. I know you were live figure. I felt for you. Like the first time, I felt for you definitely. The second time, I didn't know what happened. I'm coming, GTIs. Wait a minute. I'm telling you, I can't do anything. But Slugsy, please come back and do some more community racing with us. I'm doing another one actually on Sunday evening if you can join. Definitely love to have you back. Gotta tell your mum about the win. Yeah, boy. You deserve it. It was a great win. Do I get a trophy? Unfortunately, no. I'm not issuing trophies. You can imagine a trophy. There we go. Let's get into it then, guys. I will, mate. No worries, mate. Thank you again, Slugsy. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Here we go. Let's get into this one.
Miss this one because everything could change. Now, it's been a story of ups and downs for our top 12 Gran Turismo drivers, where just simple things like a wrong turn, a slightly late braking point, even 20 meters extra of track, and honestly, our leaderboard would look totally different from Jorge Lopez in front with just one
No,
point.
I can't get gold either, mate. I did have gold, and then all of a sudden the best people came on and actually dominated it. Yeah, even I struggle. All right, here we go then.
Hello, yes, we are coming to you live from the Milano Zahn Theatre in Tokyo.
I was going to say, Sluggy, like, if you enjoyed that, get some of your other teammates if they want to join.
Well, Sasha,
To do some community racing. I try and do some funny ones as well, like just a bit of a laugh. Like sometimes like that, brilliant. But we also like to do some like tracks and cars that we don't use in the game and just have a bit of a laugh. Like my community love Nordschleife in the ambulances. It's so funny.
Jules, looking forward to this one, Jimmy.
It's so fun.
As Sasha and Jules were just saying, hugely exciting. Couldn't predict it right down to the last few laps of the race.
Yeah, for sure, mate. So all for a laugh, isn't it? If you don't want to do anything serious, you just want to have a bit of a laugh, then send them this way.
They're going to be good. So stick around. Nations Cup definitely my favourite. So hopefully have some good races here in Tokyo.
So who you got? Who you got in the Nations Cup, guys? Who you got to win? I've got Killian.
A few weeks ago for round 2 in Prague. Highlights then from the grand final of the Nations Cup in Prague saw Jorge Lopez being the man on the move. He started on the soft compound of tyre.
Oh yes, Lopez did amazing last month.
He was up through into the lead of the race.
Yeah, last the first challenge there completed by Jorge Lopez. A great run, but as the race entered,
You got Killian too. See, mine's alike. Mine's alike, Slugsley. I appreciate that, Rivers, mate. Thank you. Like, I'll try my best to make it fun for everyone. I know there's a couple of people who always get a bit like, and I'm like, well, I can't help it. I can't help it today. I try my best to have a bit of fun with everyone, trying different cars out that we don't normally use, and also do GT3s and stuff and GT4s, whatever.
It was always going to go down to the final lap, and it was
I went full Japan on both. Oh, fair enough.
In the Nations Cup Grand Final, on to the final lap. This is Lopez going to the outside of Gallo for the race lead, but this is where the race gets undone.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
Bit of contact there with Drumont, sends him round the order. Gallo takes the victory. Drumont's in second, and Lopez limping home in third place ahead of Heck and De Bruyne. And this is what it meant for the Italians.
It's the highlight of my gaming week.
So the points ranking
after
2 rounds of the GT World Series.
So Lopez is leading it. Dermont needs to win.
Consistency has gotten him to the top of the pile. Gallo, though, nipping in his heels, just 1 point away.
Yeah, really close, really. I mean, you can see we've got 6 drivers there, all within a shot of.
So now we're just chilling out until
the end of
this, and it's then technically the end of the stream because I've got to take my mum to the hospital.
That consistency, as always, Finn.
And then also, guys, I'll drop the link again. The Disney is streaming right now. I will be going over there after this stream, of course. But like I say, he is very close to getting 100,000 subscribers. And if we can help him, guys, if you're not subscribed, please go and subscribe to his channel. Let's get him there. So I'll drop his link now. If you ever subscribe, please go and subscribe to him. He's, legend. Yeah, you can say to him that you've come from my stream. That'd be awesome. But if not, don't worry.
Who's aiming for the championship here this year?
過去2回の優勝者35歳チャンピオンシップを狙っている
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Brazilian Adriano Carrazza. Our next driver finished second in the Nations Cup World Finals in 2022 in Monaco. He needs to get himself off the scoreboard, though, here this weekend.
Oh, yeah, mate. He's smashing it, mate. He's only 700 subscribers away at the moment.
It's Chile's Angel Inestrosa. Next up, his first season in the Gran Turismo World Series, the 18-year-old here will be hosting.
Yeah, you were Slugsy, weren't you? You were TCR, weren't you? Yeah, you have. I just remembered actually. Yeah, you were TCR. Why did you leave us? Why did you leave us?
Season, this driver scored at round 2 in Prague.
Show my nation's pose.
All the way from down under, from Australia, it's Guy Barbara.
It's the man with the weird moustache.
This driver is aiming for his first podium of 2024. He's had no points on the board since we started things back in Canada.
Yeah, you can see me. Not you can't see me. You can see me.
Hometown favourite, it's Japan's Takuma Sasaki.
No one cares about AHR, Simon.
24-year-old American driver sits 7th in the standings. He'll be hoping for good fortunes.
ここまでランキング7位です。アメリカ人24歳、いい結果を残したいところ。
It's the American Robbie Heck.
You still got TCR Rivers account. Well, yeah, I know you do see CLR as well.
過去3回です
I'm a
ね。
team
去年はスペインにネーションズカップの勝利を与えています。
It is, of course, Jose
You
Serrano.
slut. Nah, I've got respect for you, know that.
His first victory.
19歳
I've got, mate, you know, like I say, AHR, ERA, CLR, ORT, like Zeno, you know, Zeno drops in when he can. He's rapid, he is, Zeno. So like I say, I don't care what community you is, you know, we just respect each other and we have great races together. We're all part of all the same team, if you know what I mean, at the end of the day. RTR, got team, you know, people coming from RTR as well, Tempo, Dreamcatcher, Petrol Trust. Exactly, so yeah, we are one big family. Like I say, anyone who's in the community that respects the racing standards that especially that we show, I've got all the time in the world for you.
Next up, we welcome our 2021 World Champion.
I am Italian.
2021年の
Pepperoni
世界
pizza.
チャンピオン。
It's Italy's Valerio Gallo.
100% Simon, but for you, I'll still hit you. It's like, yes, look at me, look at me.
And last but not least, we welcome our 3-time world champion and current championship leader.
Mamma mia.
そして最後は3回の世界チャンピオン、そして今のリーダーでもあります。
He got
From
scared.
Spain, it's Coque Lopez.
Crabhead. I don't like crabs.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your respect, please, for the national anthem of our host nation here in Japan.
日本国歌の演奏です。
Play the damn music now, please. See, I'm trying to translate. That's what he said. You think Crabhead's gonna win this? It's just gonna jump on. Yeah, there we go, one-handed. Don't need manual, doing all in automatic. No worries, Scoot, mate. Cheers, buddy, for coming on. You legend. And yes, yeah, please join us tomorrow, mate. I'll post it up tomorrow. Well, I'll post it up later on, and hopefully we'll get good numbers. Right, shut up. Don't want disrespect.
The national anthem of Japan plays out here in Tokyo, round 3 of the 2024 Gran Turismo World Series for the Nations Cup. Just moments
Because it's
away.
soothing, I'd say, Chahiko.
What a joy it is to be back here
It's
for the
soothing.
first time since 2019. Hugely excited, JB, to get this one underway.
Yeah, I mean, what a location, what a crowd as well. I mean, it's so great to hear the home support for Sasaki and for Miyazona as well. This is what it's all about here at these live events, hearing you guys and your enthusiasm for Gran Turismo as well.
Well, if you haven't watched the GT World Series so far and you're wondering what on earth it's all about, first of all, it's great to have you here, but have a look at this little video that we've prepared for you so you can find out exactly what's happened in 2024.
Here's how the Nations Cup competition breaks down. Racing are the 12 fastest drivers from the 2024 online qualifiers. Each of these drivers will get a chance to set a time over one attack lap. This qualifying round determines car selection and grid order for the sprint race. The sprint race then sets the grid order for the grand final. All 12 drivers will battle it out in the grand final, with the top 6 securing World Series points that will be added to their results from round 1 in Montreal and round 2 in Prague. First place gets a shiny, shiny trophy and is declared winner of round 3 in the Nations Cup World Series.
So that's competition format. This is the qualifying time trial which took place earlier on today. Red Bull X29.
He always looks sharp. I mean, in qualifying, when you see the time trials, he's up there. Like, sometimes he's even number 1. But when it comes to these races, he struggles.
Time's going to pick up fast. Sasaki as well on a good lap. See through this midsection here, controlling this Red Bull X 2019. So much power, so much torque, and no traction control being used. The managed to go fastest on 25.3, very quick in the early stages of qualifying.
Yeah, it was the fellow Japanese driver, Takumi Miyazono, that was the man on the move.
This is going to be tough. This is going to be interesting because at Grand Valley, they should have made it wider because like the Grand Valleys before, they were wider tracks. There were a couple of narrow sections. This is quite narrow, full stop. They should have made it wider.
Ahead of the sprint. So Miyazono, Sasaki is your front row. Then
Miyazono again.
And Serrano on row 2. Drummond Lopez row 3. Row 4 is De Bruyne and Gallo. Then it's Barbara, Heck, Roach, and Adriano Carrazza. 0.7 of a second separating 12 drivers, JB.
It's always close here in these qualifying events in the Gran Turismo World Series. But of course,
I'll give you a second, guys. I'll be right back.
A great place to be for his championship. He's currently 3rd there. He needs all the points he can get. So having that advantage over Gallo and over Lopez in qualifying, well, it's a good way to start.
Certainly is, and the drivers this weekend using a brand new wheel as well. This is the Fanatec DD Extreme. We've got it for the first time at the Gran Turismo World Series, and what a fantastic bit of kit it is. All the feedback has been very positive, if you'll pardon the pun. And don't forget, of course, that you can vote for your Michelin Driver of the Day after the race as well. The winner will be announced during the Extra Lap press conference that we'll be hosting after the event. So very much looking forward to that. So then, let's change our attention over to the first race, the sprint race, because unlike what we saw in qualifying a few minutes ago, Jimmy, where we were in the X2019s at Grand Valley, we're going into road cars at this place, the Tokyo Expressway, but not any road cars.
Yeah, I mean, this is literally just across the road, which is quite nice. Like, if you go drive down this. Yeah, Tokyo Expressway, we're using some production cars, but we'll get into those cars in a second because they're very special indeed. 10 laps, so just an old-fashioned sprint race. Very tricky circuit, so you can see, defined by one absolutely massive straight where we're going to see speeds, I'm told, of over 400 kilometers an hour.
That's almost as fast as Minty, isn't it?
That's almost, well, Minty of a cliff maybe. And his insight into the cars our competitors are going to be using. Pretty much everything Gran Turismo is known for. Full of JDM goodness, we've got some Lamborghinis in there too, Ferraris, and all of them, I'm told, tuned to over 1,000 horsepower.
I know exactly which one you'd be pumping for if you were on the grid, though. This one. Look at that.
That's a nice
it's like
car,
they knew.
isn't it? Look at that. Top speed, Frederick. Yeah, I mean, my car ain't going to do that, but
dashboard's less crap than your one is as well.
You've got to calm down. All right, you're getting too confident. But yeah, that's one of our beautiful cars here as well. R32, R34, R33 in there. So just awesome. I mean, for me, this is like a perfect race. I'm going to enjoy this one.
Yeah, and tuned, like you said, to the maximum as well, like 1,000 horsepower of a Nissan GTR. It is going to be absolutely killer. That's along the way in a few moments' time. But first of all, let's head down and catch up with Gran Turismo Series producer Kazunori Yamauchi. He's with Sasha and Jules.
All right, it's an honor to have Mr. Yamauchi on the stage. Yamauchi-san, 大きな拍手を。Welcome.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
Yamauchi-san, it's been 5 years since Gran Turismo has been in Tokyo. Are you excited to be back, to bring Gran Turismo World Series back?
東京に来て、5年ぶりに戻ってきたということになるわけですけど、グランツーリスモ東京に戻ってこれて興奮してますか？
僕ら普段
Give us new tracks, 100%, and fix the penalty, yeah.
こういう機会をね、すごく楽しんでます。
It's a rare occasion that we meet the users on site, so I'm really having fun meeting the people.
We're really happy to be back. We love Tokyo.
本当に楽しんでますということですが、今回はね、この後スプリントレースの場所がなんと、ね、エクス スプレスウェイということで、山内さん、なんかその辺もちょっとこだわってるというふうに、思いがあるというふうに聞いていますけれども、You know, we're going to race a sprint race in the expressway, so, and 山内さん really excited about that too, right?
はい、ですね、今回のスプリントレース、レース1ですけれども、90年代初頭の湾岸というか、1000馬力のチュー
No,
ニ
it's
ング
yogurt.
エンジンもチューニングされているし、サスペンションもそうだし、ギアボックスも変わっていて、いや、どんなレースになるんでしょう。
You know, it's a 90s one-gun feeling, if you know what it is. 1,000 horsepowers, tuned engine, tuned suspension. You know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Could it just be awesome?
It's going to be rough.
What's going to happen? Yamauchi-san, is there anything you would like to say to the amazing Gran Turismo fans in the audience?
I will not give you new tracks. You can all stuff yourself.
はい、ですね、今日のレース1、レース2どちらもそうなんですけれども、車をアクセルを踏むってことも大事なんですが、ブレーキで止めるってことも大事で、そのあたりの本当に世界の、トップドライバーたちの、走りを、堪能していただければいいなと思います。
With the 1,000 horsepower race, it's really important to accelerate, but it's also really important to brake. So look at the high skills of the top drivers of the world. Thank you.
And I think, should we get it started? What do you think?
No, we should wait 20 more minutes.
皆さん、それではスプリントレースの準備はできてますか？
I love it when the Japanese talk. They get more angry and serious
So let's start
when they get to the end of the sentence.
Sprint race.
Yeah, let's do it. It's over to Tom and Jimmy.
So then, time to go for the sprint race for Tokyo for round 3 of the 2024 Gran Turismo World Series.
So we got, who we got there?
In the beautiful conditions of this.
That's the old Gallardo.
As well, just to add another element for.
Have a look at these cars where they're using.
And here is how they line up on the grid. It's Takuma Miyazono in the Lamborghini, who's
Lamborghini.
in pole position. Alongside him on the front row,
Audi.
the R8 of Takuma Sasaki. Row 2 is headed by Angelina Stroza in the Mercedes-AMG Black Series.
Wow, nice Ferrari F40.
In the Ferrari F40. Next up,
Oh,
it's Kenny
Hawaii
Jordan
with a
in the
wing at the
Ferrari
back.
And then you've got Coque Lopez in
Ooh,
the
the-
Skyline GTR R34. Then the R32 Nismo Skyline of Kai de Bruyne is in 7th with Valerio Gallo. He'll be
in
happy
the-
with that. He loves a Honda. It's in the NSX in 8th position. Then it's Guy Barbara in the Nissan GTR R35. And then Toyota
Oh,
Supra
look at that colour.
is driven by Robbie Heck. Callum Roach, I should say, beg your pardon, is in the Mazda RX-7, and Adriano Carrazza in the Nismo 400R.
Here we
lines
go.
up at the back of the field.
Oh, they
No
got
need to
10 that
worry
race.
about tyres during this race, by the way. It's a flat-out sprint from start to finish. It is going to be action-packed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a straight fight, this.
Hey,
And,
race to the blood, hey,
as you
Adam.
saw from our little graphic earlier on, these cars are tuned to.
If anyone has to hit that like button, guys, just a favour, smash that like button. We're only 4 away from 60. That's amazing for a little chill-out stream.
Over 400 kilometers an hour or 250 mile an hour if you're that way inclined. So it's going to be, I think, chaotic down a T1 the first time through. If you get through there in one piece, I think you're in good stead for the race. That's definitely going to be a challenge.
Certainly is, and the drivers, as we said, going to have to be contending with nighttime conditions, and we saw them practicing earlier on. They were oversteering, understeering, sliding about all over the place. It was quite dramatic, really.
Yeah, it was very much so, but a lot of fun to watch. And of course, bear in mind, in this case, it's just a ton of fun to see these cars being represented. So the drivers getting ready to start.
So then, it's time to go racing. The sprint race for Nations Cup here in Tokyo is underway. Miyazono leads the field across the timeline, then Sasaki in second, Stroza in third. You can guarantee that order will be changing by the first corner, and even within a few hundred metres it's changed because Sasaki goes through into the race lead. Now Miyazono goes from being the hunter to, or being the hunted to being the hunter rather, I should say. Serrano there lurking in the background, as well as Angelina Stroza. It funnels right down into turn 1.
Bloody hell, Serrano's gone.
Breakers, Miyazono on the inside, then Sasaki and Serrano bang into the wall for Sasaki and also for Serrano. Stroza takes advantage and goes through into third position, and somehow, in all the drama, Miyazono manages to retain the lead.
Yeah, I mean, they've had the brakes upgraded on these things, but I mean, slowing from that sort of speed is very, very difficult indeed. A couple of cars into the wall there. Miyazono out front from Sasaki, Stroza there in third, Serrano fourth. But as you can see, very, very tricky getting these production-based cars through this circuit. So much power being delivered to the wheels here. Some of these cars as well are rear-wheel drive, some are four-wheel drive. There's an advantage there in traction zones, but of course in the corners they're going to be a bit more susceptible to understeer the four-wheel drive machines. But coming through this tight section for the first time as we now come back up towards where we started our rolling start. And to be honest, you don't really want to be where Miyazono is unless you can get a big gap out front, because the slipstream, the toe in these cars is absolutely huge.
Well, he's got a 1 second gap, but it's closing.
Then here as we come down in towards the hairpin, they're not favourable on traction, these cars, at all, because the amount of power that's going through the rear axles, or indeed sometimes the front and the rear axles. You've got to be really, really ginger on the power. Someone's out well wide. That's kind of Brun, isn't it? Yeah, he's off into the centre of Tokyo. I think he's ended up in Ginza or something along the lines of that, but manages to keep it righted and holds on to 8th position. On board we are here with Jose Serrano. Look at the power here of the Ferrari F40 as we go into the tunnel, and his next target will be Sasaki in front. So it's the two Japanese drivers now leading a Spaniard.
Look at that speed climb there, 360 kph before we came off board there, 390, there's 400 kilometers an hour off the end of the speedo, and then some is this F40. I mean, I love to be honest.
Stroza bolted.
Very, very quickly. Well, do they all get it stopped in time this time through? They do, and kind of Brun almost getting it wrong in the skyline, almost going to the back of Jose Serrano there, but Sasaki up into the lead now, of course, after that slipstream opportunity. But you're seeing these cars are insane. I mean, you have to belong to a very special club to be in one of these cars, Tom.
Certainly do. On board we are, or we are looking rather, I should say, at Takuma Miyazono, with Sasaki having taken over at the sharp end of this race.
Miyazono's going to have him in the corners.
Sweeping S-bends. You've got to be one at a time through here, and you've got to really be careful.
Looks like he's going to anyway.
What sort of opportunities you decide to take, what liberties you decide to take, because it will reward you with the wall if you decide to push the limits that little bit too far. So Inestrosa having a good run of things so far, and just to remind you, of course, this race result will decide the grid order for the grand final coming up along the way after this one. And just to add another variable in the mix, we're into the Red Bull X 2019s. Now let's work out what happened here with Robbie Heck and Guy Barbara. This is going to be down into the hairpin bend, and I think there's going to be a bit of contact into the back. Yeah, Barbara just misses braking point straight into Heck. Heck gets spun round.
Yeah.
Barbara backs off the gas. I think Heck he's still down in 12th place, so I reckon there'll be a penalty for him.
Damn right, he's got to
That's a very Guy Barbara thing to happen, isn't it, unfortunately? He always seems to be quick, but just a little bit, yeah.
But no, he missed his braking point.
And Robbie Heck has loads of luck, just a little bit bad, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it is. But again, on board this time with the mighty R34 GTR. Guy Barbara giving that penalty. Here's the slipstream. Look at this, Inestrosa. We're going to drive by him. I'll say that, but now we're back into the toe again. So it's just a little. I mean, despite the speeds, again, we're well off the end of the speedo here in the R34. But look, 410, 414, 400. I mean, you see 420.
We're going to go through all wide for the race lead here as well. Coming down in towards the first corner. Serrano's on the outside. Sasaki there as well.
No!
Bang! Straight into
the
back.
Gone.
Lopez into the wall, and that is drama. And we were expecting it to kick off, and unfortunately it did in the biggest way at the start of lap 3. The upshot is it's Sasaki, Miyazono, Inestrosa out in front, and now we've got Lopez, who's got a lot of recovery work to do if he's going to be able to salvage a result from this race and secure himself a good grid position for the grand final.
Yeah, that's our championship leader right there in jeopardy. So, I mean, we know Coque Lopez is good at coming back through the field, but
so I will not, Inestrosa and Serrano, I will not
him so far,
call him out just yet.
He's moved up 3 places from his starting position in 8th. So now
Gallo's on the hunt.
Well, here is a replay. If you missed it, of Coque Lopez just getting the braking all sorts of wrong. Can't stop. He actually helps Serrano out a bit there, I think.
I think he knew that he'd outbraked himself, didn't he? And he just decided to go straight to the wall. Look at that. Facial reaction says it all, doesn't it?
Oops.
Yeah, something stronger than that probably running around in his head that we can't repeat on the broadcast. Guy Barbara did, by the way, pick up a 2-second penalty for his troubles after that collision with Robbie Heck, just for your information. Miyazono a bit deep at the hairpin there. That allows the door to open for Inestrosa, who's gladly ready to walk through it and slot into the slipstream.
No,
leader. Lopez and Serrano now under investigation for that collision at the start of this lap as well. Onto the
well, it doesn't need a penalty. End of the day, Serrano's third, and Lopez is now 7th.
Side by side.
The penalty's been caused by him messing up. That deserves a reset.
Ahead of Jose Serrano for now as well. Keep an eye out for Kai de Bruyne. He's having some
Look at that rocket bar.
in the slipstream there for Miyazono. Sasaki early on the brakes. He knows that you don't want to make the same mistakes that Lopez did. Hello, enter stage left. That's Angel Enestrosa trying to go the long way around the outside, but you have to.
Going to be down to these four, I think.
Off Takuma Sasaki. He probably knows these roads a little bit better than Angel Enestrosa.
Isn't that insane that you can be going 380 kph and the guy drives by you with that speed differential? Great to combat, unsurprisingly.
2 seconds as well.
Coming, Coco Lopez getting the same penalty.
Nah,
the same incident there. So Coco Lopez getting slapped for that. But meanwhile,
why get slapped for that? Considering he made a mistake and slew down and made no gain out of it.
R32 on board again with the NSX Type R of Valerio Gallo, currently second in the standings in our Nations Cup. So again, looking for a good position here, looking for a good result, and just try and put himself in a nicer order for the race coming, the grand final coming later on.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity here for Gallo to try and take profit, courtesy of that incident for Lopez, especially with the penalty to compound the Spaniard's woes. Gallo there, brilliant drive, isn't it? Fantastic. Lopez with another 1 second penalty to add to his woes there as well. Down
wow.
The brakes we go into the hairpin.
They're really crippling him, aren't they?
There's no point going and diving up the inside because you're going to lose all of that by the time you come to this next straight.
Yeah, he did back off there, I think, to get this toe. This is how strong the toe is. So right now, we're in P5. Let's see how much
hey, dude, Santo, welcome back.
The last car in the train was saying that. This car
Carnage and Nations.
From the ASX down.
Look at Serrano go in that Ferrari.
As Serrano moves ahead of Enestrosa. Who's that as well? That Kai de Bruyne in the sky.
That's Kai de Bruyne.
The power of the thing. But he's passed Valerio Gallo. He's now chasing the cars in front. Though he's fallen back by again. But you can see just how strong the toe is. And again, Sasaki and Miyazono trade places. I think they're being a bit careful. But they're saying that. Miyazono's trying to keep it up the inside. There's Valerio Gallo diving up the inside.
Oh, Gallo's in the back. Come on.
I don't know if there was. Enestrosa was out well wide, but I think he was on that course to himself.
Oh, bit scratch.
To the wall there as well. Serrano's in the middle of a bit of a pickle here because he's got De Bruyne in front, but he's trying to hide, rather, I should say, but also trying to attack the driver in front. And sure enough, you change to the next corner, and the order has changed as well. De Bruyne
welcome back, Tiger, mate.
Now with the Ferrari as we come through this ever-sweeping series of corners, and De Bruyne just keeping his power to drive.
It could be at the moment any of the top 6 could win this.
What cars these are! The speeds are ridiculous. And the thing is, at these speeds, if you
Gallo's made look at Gallo go.
Gallo just driving by Sasaki there. He didn't need inviting twice for that, did he? So
oh man, now
up into second place. It's been a great drive.
Yeah, he is pushing hard.
These cars are very different from the X2090s, but we see this with Valerio. He really likes this production style car. Car a bit soft, a bit more roll to it. He just loves this sort of car and really is just doing so well today.
I'm loving these production cars as well because we get to see the beautiful interiors that the team have
Gallo's
as well. I was actually watching on board with Valerio Gallo a few minutes ago, looking at the clock, and I noticed that the clock does actually work in real time as well. Just that little attention to detail that you just don't see anywhere else. Meanwhile, Sasaki is keeping an eye on his clock because he knows that the time will be running out as we head to the halfway stage. As he now gets past the Honda NSX and Valerio Gallo and back through into second position. Look at this, 3 abreast as we come through the tunnel. Oh, contact there with De Bruyne and Enestrosa. You've got to be so careful of that because these cars, when they're on the edge of adhesion like they are, you can flick them round with your little finger and it doesn't take a lot of contact at all to ruin your race. De Bruyne keeping a watching brief. We now ride on board with him. This
no bump drafting, no.
You, if your name is Jimmy Broadhead, because that's a similar interior for your car. Look at that, Sasaki on the inside and Gallo as well. It's going to get messy, this one, isn't it, in the closing stages? You can just sense it's going to really bubble up. And look at that, De Bruyne with a lunge to the inside of Serrano as well. I don't think he'll make that stick, but somehow he's got traction on the inside here against the Spaniard, and if he can hold it around the outside, no, Serrano has got track position.
You can just see in the traction zones, but this thing's four-wheel drive compared to the rear-wheel drive cars in front. It's able to get that power down a bit quicker, but then through these this midsection just doesn't quite have the same cornering ability. So it's really interesting to see the strengths and weaknesses of the cars around this Tokyo Expressway circuit. And you see the gap really opening up there to the cars in front, but behind us, the 3.5 second gap. So the top 6 sort of are comfy right now, and a reminder that it is the top 6 that will be scoring points in the grand final a bit later on. So good practice for Kai de Bruyne, but now closing back up to this leading pack. So there's a little bit of cat and mouse here, isn't there, because of this slipstream coming in. So it's just trying to position yourself in the best place going on to that massive front straight.
Yeah, there is a fair bit of yin and yang going on in this race. Lopez, by the way, down in 10th position. His race not going well at all, and that's going to give him a big uphill task for the grand final when the X2019 is a little bit later on. But if anyone can turn it round, Coco Lopez can. If you remember, he started last on the grid in the grand final.
I think yeah, Killian Dim on his night. I'm surprised he's struggling, but the car you picked, isn't it?
In front in the Mercedes AMG Black Series, then it's Valerio Gallo up the road, and he's going to
look at that.
on by the Mercedes already, because pulling out the slipstream there is Inestrosa on Valerio Gallo. And
Gallo.
there, though, he's got a fair bit of straight line speed, and that's where the strength of this.
Yeah, I know. It is a bit of fun, isn't it? If you got there, let me get Milano.
Lunch to the inside. We're side by side there for third. Inestrosa looking for the long way around the outside on Valerio Gallo. That'll be a brave move if he can pull it off. Indeed, he can't. The door's open for Kai De Bruyne, who gladly tries to walk through it. There's a bit of hip and shoulder going through into turn 2, and De Bruyne does manage to get the better of Inestrosa and goes up into 4th.
The braking zones are just so long.
Seriously, lap 8, lap 9, lap 10 is going to get it's going to get messy. I bet.
We've seen what happens if
you can't remember. Yeah, you do.
Waiting to greet you on the outside of the corner. And again, you're seeing this skyline just a bit weak in this part of the circuit. It can't keep up the rest.
Tell you what it has done though, it's just allowed the top 3 to have a little bit of breathing space. Only 7/10 of a second or so, but whilst they've been squabbling amongst one another behind, it's just broken the pack up ever so slightly. And likewise, Miyazono, he's begun to pull the pin now. He's got 8/10 of a second. That's the biggest gap we've seen all race long for the lead.
Tell you what, that NSX very, very strong in that midsection there. Looking to that, Gallo is just desperate to get by Sasaki. I think he's being held up a little bit now.
I think one of mine is Minasano and one of them's Killian.
Sasaki being a bit slower is giving Miyazono that gap, and we're getting to the point now where the draft isn't going to quite be as strong.
Pretty sure it's Minasano and Killian.
Together, but of course, you might have played the old GT4 driving missions, the slingshot missions. That's what Gallo's
I'll tell you what,
now.
though, Gallo,
Good run out of the corner, get a massive
he could do the upset at the moment.
All-wheel drive there and rear-wheel drive to the corner. That's amazing.
Patience is going to reward these drivers, isn't it? You don't want to be like a toddler waiting to open your presents on Christmas Eve. You've got to be careful about
the boys making the moves.
Now goes up into 3rd position against Valerio Gallo across the sideline.
You think you went all Japan there?
At the end of this one. So De Bruyne.
It's a good shout if you did.
Skyline R32. Just up in front, you've got Sasaki, who's taken over from Takuma Miyazono. So that 8/10 of a second lead washed away in the space of less than one straight. Miyazono
looks like that the Lambo is better on the brakes than the Audi.
Oh! It goes back through on the inside. Beautiful switchback from Sasaki, but it's released the rest of the field to close right up onto the rear wing of the top 2 once again.
I know, obviously we're impartial here in the commentary booth, but I am cheering a little bit for that R32 in 3rd place. Kai De Bruyne doing things with that car that I'm not sure it's meant to do, to be honest, but they're now in the back of the train. Look how close these guys are. 6 cars all separated by about a second.
Probably with one of them, yeah.
On the lap 8 of 10, so only about a lap and 2 laps and a half to sort this all out for
unless they all crash
here.
into each other.
Serrano on board in that awesome Ferrari F40, always also looking to pounce. You get the real impression, Tom, that anyone could win this race.
Yeah, it is going to be a loss.
Oh, De Bruyne's gone well.
Though. That's allowed Gallo through and Serrano possibly to pick up the pieces as well. De Bruyne still there on the inside, trying to hold firm for 5th position at the moment, and you can see up in front now as well. Once again, that yin and yang, the ebbing and flowing of this race. Sasaki leading from Miyazono. Gallo and Miyazono now side by side for second as we come down into the hairpin. Is Miyazono going to launch it through on the inside, or is he going to try and wait another day? No, he's going to go through. He's got track position on the inside. Will Gallo try and challenge him on the exit of the corner? He just lets him through and decides to go into the slipstream to attack him on this start.
I haven't done any setup, Marley, and
every time you see it struggle compared to the cars around.
I don't know what I'm doing in the day because I've got to take my mum to my need to know what's going on with my nan at the moment because I'm taking my mum to the hospital today. She's been in hospital for over 2 weeks now. Can't see what's going on with her. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
He goes. It bottlenecks up into turn 1, and De Bruyne round like a tabletop at the start of the penultimate lap. What a shame for the Dutchman. We've always talked about him and his misfortune in the GT World Series, and unfortunately it comes home to roost as he plummets down the order. That releases 6 cars now down to 5. Miyazono it is that leads.
What a shame for Kai De Bruyne. It was a very strong race for him there, but as you say, Tom, the track's just a bit narrower there. And I think there's a
De Bruyne's got his laugh.
Goes around the outside of Sasaki. Saki, and now for the first time Valerio Gallo is in a position where maybe he can get onto the back of Miyazono, but he's going to be close. That Gallardo in front, I think, is four-wheel drive. So here's a replay of what happened here, Tom.
Yeah, let's have a look. So De Bruyne then go for the move, and yeah, he just clips the wall, doesn't he? There wasn't any contact.
Yeah, he did. He clips the Audi as well.
Was it bottlenecks up? That sends him round. I talked about the cars being so easy to turn around when you're at that limit, and you can see it there spinning round right to the back of the field. It's now an uphill challenge for De Bruyne, unfortunately, for the grand final. He'll be starting plumb last.
Right, so
Yeah, he just
Gallo P2
turned across the nose of Miyazono, and that was the end. So real shame for Kai De Bruyne, but just over 1 lap to go here. The sprint race here at Tokyo Express. Leads at the last corner. Gallo second.
Here we go, last lap.
Third, and now it's going to be the biggest slipstream.
No further action. Yeah, we won most of our fault.
Lead into T1, and Miyazono's in the worst place.
We'll keep an eye out as well for the slipstream here, because we're just about to come across.
I think I've voted for Miyazono as well on one of my accounts.
So
Come on.
There's the start-finish line. What's that going to look like in a lap time? You need to be closer than that in order to challenge for the victory if you're going to go for a slipstream move. Gallo then now does go for the move against Takuma Miyazono. And hello, here comes Jose Serrano. There's more contact there. Miyazono gets biffed into the wall, but he's got the advantage of the slipstream. And is Serrano going to be in a bit of lumber here? No, he's still there, ready to try and take advantage. Down to the first corner. Miyazono with a lunge on the inside, leans on Valerio Gallo. Gallo's going to get shuffled to the outside. Miyazono is going to have a sniff through into turn 2, but can't do anything. And now it's Gallo that leads, but he's slightly in the wall. Sasaki's ready there to take the advantage of it. They're all
going to go for it.
Serrano, and also
this is going to be anyone's race.
This is going to get messy.
So Gallo is out front, but he needs a gap. That car is not good off the last corner. Any of the cars behind him will out-drag him down to the first corner. So at the moment, Gallo's got to drive for his life in this middle sector. Miyazono is still there. We have our second and third place in the championship, separated by only 0.3 of a second coming into the last section. Now he's putting a bit of a gap, Tom, but is that going to be enough going on to the final straight?
Time is going to tell here. Gallo's pulled an advantage, but like you say, is it going to be enough for him to have that in his pocket? There are the steely eyes of determination for the Italian, the winner, of course, of the grand final from Prague last time out. Second he sits in the standings. His nearest.
I know you laughed giving a penalty. I know it's a joke, get it?
Like he'll be starting.
You laugh. That's a penalty there.
This be a great opportunity here for Valerio Gallo. Down into the hairpin. Miyazono late on the brakes. He's deep. Could that cost him a possibility of second place? Even
no,
here?
he's going to give him the run. He's going to give him the run.
Finish straight then for the final time. It's Gallo, Miyazono, Sasaki, and Serrano. Miyazono's close. He's in the slipstream. We're going to go through into the tunnel, and we're going to come to the timing line. Is Gallo going to be a sitting duck, or is Miyazono going to pounce? It's a drag to the line in the sprint race here in the Nations Cup.
Oh, yes!
Miyazono on Gallo. 3,000ths of a second in it, and Miyazono wins on the streets of Tokyo. Gallo finishes second, Sasaki in third. What a finish!
Oh,
absolutely fantastic!
Brilliant!
You could just see Valerio looking out the side of his car, but no, and Miyazono
Gallo, he's nothing he could do except for a drag race to the end.
Sometimes you don't mind a race like that when you're a driver. If you come away,
brilliant!
Race, then it's not such a bad feeling, but that means that he'll be starting second in the grand final. And
timed it perfect. I knew him going out to get that run on the four-wheel drive system. Did it?
You'd love to see that between the drivers as well.
Yeah, great sportsmanship between Miyazono and Gallo. That's
couldn't get any closer. Nah, man.
Very well deserved. Coque Lopez there just briefly on the right-hand side of the screen a few moments ago. Just how
Gallo had a brilliant drive.
Absolutely loving that. Their hometown favourite, the man who has won 3 titles in Gran Turismo in the World Series over the last few years, is on top.
You just won $1 million. Yeah, I think I have as well. One of my accounts, pretty sure.
Grand final. Well, let's have a look then, shall we, at some highlights from that sprint race. It was always going to be a fast and frenetic affair. It saw Takuma Sasaki starting
that was brilliant.
Pole position from Miyazono, and then we saw
He would have been
trying to, at least on the outside. A couple of drivers ended up in the wall.
No one made that first corner, did they, Tom? It was a bit rough and ready through there. But Miyazono did lead the race from the start. He was on board from Coque Lopez. This took our championship leader out of contention very early, just getting his braking zone wrong. Got a penalty for that, and for an instant at the start of the race there, you can see it unfold, the reaction there from Coque Lopez.
It is rocket path
for Lopez. Meanwhile, at the front, Sasaki grenades the.
I think we've got this for Daily Race A next week. Next week.
Running a little bit wide as Gallo kept himself firmly in contention. And Kai De Bruyne was a late race charger as well, as Sasaki got the better of Miyazono for the race lead at the start.
Isn't this track Daily Race A next week?
join in.
Because if it is, this is what it's going to be next week, Daily Race Day.
It would not prove to be, as we see Gallo here getting the better. This was De Bruyne's undoing. Clicks the wall over the nose of,
I'll be there in a minute, Tiger, mate. I'll be there in a minute.
Putting him at a disadvantage for the grand final as well.
A real shame for that, but here was the defining moment of the race. Miyazono and Gallo. Gallo managing to get.
Oh, is it a reverse layout?
Just about blocking Miyazono behind him. We thought maybe that would be enough for Gallo to get to the line.
With wide body, yes, it's going to be with these cars next week.
At the final second, by 3,000th of a second, Miyazono.
It'll be about, I guarantee it'll be like a 5-lap race.
Pole position for the grand final.
Well, let's catch up with Takuma Miyazono. He's down on the floor talking to Sasha and Jules.
Right, that's going to be it then, guys. I can't be asked to do. Well, we know he's won it, and I think I'm going to go over. I'm now going to go over to Tidge. I urge you guys to do the exact same thing. Help him out, guys. If you're not subscribed to him, I'll drop the link in one more time. Go and help out Tidge. He's getting closer and closer to 100,000 subscribers, and you know anyone who could help. Share the link to your other communities. Give him that helping hand, guys. But that's going to be me for today, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around, watching, chilling, and doing the community races with me. I'll be back tomorrow evening, I believe. So I don't know the time yet. Got to see what's going on with home, like I said. But yeah, it's been great. Everyone, have a good evening, and good afternoon, good evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Okay? But like I say, go and check out and support Tishney, guys. I'll be over there in a bit, okay? Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
On the street, tearing up, wheels screeching loud, a burning rubber, no stop. Fists on the wheel, hopping, kinda tough. The red light and green, no cop. Got a souped up, rides on a wind charm. Driver like the devil and never alone along. Future black punk with a hard drum. Laughing at chaos, pandemonium calm. Hearts and GT, alternate rubbing on your plate free. No rules, no limits, just pure anarchy. Hearts and GT, tearing walls and let it be. He's the king of the madness roaring spree. Mirrors cracking lines, shattered glass fly. Potholes can't make him cry. Every blind corner is nothing so sly. Hearts the last maniacal eyes to the sky. Engines roar and the beast awakes. No place, no stakes, no fakes. Tooth bomb through veins still shakes. Hearts to GT making hearts break. Roads glitter beneath his rubber feet. No chase, no catch, just little beat. Pedal to the metal streets he creep. Ultimate Muppet, no defeat. Ultimate Muppet on wheels playing free. No rules, no limits, just pure anarchy. Hoxton GT, tearing rough, letting it be. He's the king of the madness roaring spree. Hoxton GT, ultimate Muppet on wheels playing free. No rules, no limits, just pure anarchy. Hoxton GT, tearing rough, letting it be. He's the king of the madness roaring.